Guy, play Ozeba, 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 Ozeba. What is this one? What's our problem? What's up this night? It's saying Ozeba, Ozeba, Ozeba.
I did wait when you come in, man. I was waiting for you to come in. What's good? What's good, guys? Welcome. I don't know where to start from right now because I feel like a lot of us are. You guys are probably waiting for violence, but unfortunately, we came here for peace. We literally were here for peace, but we don't know. Let's see how the conversation would go. So I'm still waiting to get more people in. I mean, we have around I think 300 or yeah, maybe up to 300. So let's see if we can get as much people in. Big man Dax, what's good, man?
Yo, man, bro, what's good? How you doing?
I'm fine, bro. How are you?
Yeah, yeah, I'm perfect.
Okay,
Gucci.
so a lot of people are actually out here to hear from you. So I'm sure you're ready to shake tables. I'm sure you're ready to. Meanwhile, while doing that, of course, educating the traders as well, which is very important. So I don't know if we should start. I have my popcorn, I have my drink. I'm ready to just digest. So what do you think? Should we test the waters first or dive into the real deal?
Bro, anyone you want to have
Okay, okay. Um, where should we start from? Let's just start from anywhere. Recently, let's get down to the deal, right? And we'll try to go back and forth. So no, no, let me keep suspect, guys. I need more people on the space before we dive into the real deal. So let's just talk about, like, today's conversation is focused on the wrong, everything wrong in the trading industry, and actually want us to start a conversation on the unhealthy competition between mentors, right? I've seen this thing. Having a trading community, being a mentor to other people, I've seen several mentors try to, throw in direct jabs at other mentors because maybe because they want to sell courses or because they want to get more people to their own side. And to me, I just feel like it's wrong because the fact that you want to sell doesn't mean you need to tarnish the other person's image. So what's your thoughts on this? Let's talk about competition in the trading industry.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Firstly, yeah, thank you all for thank you for joining the space. And yeah, I know it's been a while since I joined any space or Twitter space or whatever. Um, well, like most of y'all know, I've been really busy with a lot of stuff in real life and offline. Real life and online as well. Yeah. So, what your question you asked, let's start with this. I think this thing has been going on for a while, and with traders, mostly especially with Nigerian traders, because you would really see. I think it goes on with, I don't know. I think it happens everywhere, but I feel as though Nigerian traders should be smart about it because we have a population about 250 million, right, in Nigeria, and trust me, um, if I am if I'm correct, I'm pretty sure we have less than 1 million people trading the forex market or even know about the forex market, if I'm not mistaken. Right, so that means we still have about 200 and 249 million people that haven't heard or are not interested in forex trading, which is wild, like really wild. Now, back to the topic or the question you asked. I think the fastest way, people actually think the fastest way to sell something is when you bring another one or another business down to actually grow your own, right? Which is quite wrong. It is fast. It's a very fast way. I could just say, yo, don't buy this product, right? Instead, buy my own, right? It's quite easy. People and you give reasons for people not to buy that product, and gullible people would see it and say, okay, I think this person is right. So if the person is condemning this product, that means his own product must be better. Then let's go for it. But at the end of the day, they realize that both products. All right. So moving on. But for Nigerian forex traders, it's just competition and jealousy. Like most of them are just like the old stuff here is just fueled by jealousy. Like these guys are just jealous of other guys that actually do better, and that's just it. These guys don't even care about like the real business aspect when it comes to like trading. Because most of them actually fight for students, which shouldn't be so. I feel it's like it's raz. It's so local for you to even fight over students or over getting people to actually train. I mean, for real, yeah. If you're actually making money off trading, why should you fight other traders for students to teach people? I mean, why should you be in a competition with someone? I mean, it just doesn't sound right to me. It sounds as it's whenever I see people do that, I see them as I don't want to use the word foolish, but I'm not calling them foolish, but I think they are foolish. Because I mean, you are a trader, yeah. So why are you begging people to come trade with you or learn? Okay, leave what this person is teaching you, but come and learn my own. Come on, that sounds dumb. Right. So for me, I just feel like it's mostly fed by jealousy, and you would see this behavior mostly with the broke traders, like mostly with the broke traders, because trust. I mean, we can all see these things. That you wouldn't see someone else passion. It's really crazy. Only for you to tell at the end of the day, tell them to not okay. Don't join this person. But at the end of the day, come up with another scheme to tell them, join me. Now, something like this happened last year. There's a particular person who came on this space, right? Bashed a lot of us, a lot of traders, literally all traders here. And the person seemed very, very clean, like nothing, no scandal and all that here. And the person seemed as if the person doesn't teach, you know. The person preached according to the person, people who actually teach don't make money off trading, right? And people who actually trade a particular way don't make money off trading as well. So everyone will probably learn from them or learning from those people or those set of people are learning rubbish and they will never be profitable. And what everyone that's trading that particular way are doing, they're definitely doing rubbish and they are not actually profitable with it. So everyone else should ignore them, leave them alone, and follow his own path. Right. Now, only for us to find out later that this same person has actually done or is even doing the same thing that the person condemned. This same thing has actually happened like often in this like on this space here, this same space amongst Nigerians actually. The same thing just keep happening, just keep shuffling. Like one person will just come out today and start saying how mentors should behave, or if you actually trade, if you don't, if you're teaching, you're making money off teaching, you're not making money off trading. But at the end of the day, these same people are the people who would in turn later turn out to be coaches or will probably have been doing it for a while. Like it's just really, really crazy. I believe you guys can see. Like I'm not the only person seeing this thing now. I believe you guys can see. You can see it already. And you've seen and you've heard this thing, but some of you are just so blinded. Should I you guys are not even blind. No, you can see. But there's something popular in this space as well. It's called high service and hypocrisy. But then moving on. So I feel as though it's just jealousy that actually fuels this thing amongst traders, especially Nigerian traders here. They always want to, bring down other people so people can actually see their own method as the superior method that you need to learn, right, to actually become profitable. But it has people need to understand this. The market has been created like many, many years ago, before these people even came into the market, before these people even heard of what forex market is called or what the forex market is. And from those days, yeah, talking about the 90s, yeah, there have been different ways, different approach to actually trading. That the forex market, the stock market, or whatever. Like there are different approach. You would see you could actually go to the what's this house where they actually trade real funds and big funds and all that. What's it called? Wall Street, exactly. You could walk into Wall Street now and you see different people, different fund managers trading different styles, like different ways, and they're all making money. They all make money. I mean, I've watched a lot of documentaries and all that. They would be in the same room talking about people who actually trade real funds like millions of dollars. But at the end of the day, you see them trading different ways, and they end up making money at the end of the day, at the end of the month, right? But then you would see someone who would come online and say, "Yo, if you're not trading this particular way, you are not profitable. If you're trading this particular way, you're not profitable. If you are doing this, if you're selling courses, you're not profitable." But behind the curtains, yeah, the person is doing the same thing, which is quite crazy. It doesn't make sense. So my bro, I would just say it's just jealousy. It's jealousy. Trust me, it's just jealousy. This whole stuff is mostly fueled by jealousy, and it happens mostly with amongst Nigerian traders. Among Nigerian traders, like it is really crazy among Nigerian traders. Come on, man, we have over 250 million. If you're really dying for this money, this mentorship money, like all you have to do is just up your campaign game or your what was it called, your marketing game, and you would, if that's the only way you feel you can actually make money off trading. I don't know, but it's mostly felt by jealousy anyway, and they actually need to stop it. And the same thing, most traders, upcoming traders will actually see and want to emulate as well, which is which is actually very, very bad. And I think I still want to like address this issue probably later on. But then that's just it, my brother. For now.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so you said something while you were speaking, and I just want to, because today's conversation is more of heart to heart vibe, right? And this is an open space, and I really love the fact that you started off talking about this. Now, you made mention of, well, you were using the person, the person, the person. So let's keep it that way, the person. Now, you made mention of making money off trading, which means, there is a thing called the business of trading and trading itself. Now, there've been a lot of speculations, especially about the DAX brand. People think you make money off, selling courses or the business part of trading rather than trading itself. What do you have to say about this?
Oh, thank you. Number one, I don't even have a course. And if I have a course, it's free on WhatsApp. Sorry, WhatsApp. YouTube, please. It's free on YouTube. And from day one, I actually hated the idea of having to record videos and selling to people because I didn't get profitable of watching videos, just videos, right? I didn't get profitable of watching videos. I got profitable of paying people to learn from them, right? And some of them gave me videos which they didn't, at the end of the day, it didn't work. But mostly, I prefer live sessions where I get to ask questions, and then I get to really understand. I mean, some people actually explain better you when it's actually live compared to when you're watching just you're watching videos that videos are already programmed here, like it's just there. So you just keep watching it over and over. You wouldn't learn anything new, right? It's just the same thing. You just keep listening to and over and over and over. So for me, I hated the idea of video courses, right? So I've always preferred live trading sessions where, which is why I'm actually, I pay a lot. I pay a lot of people to actually learn. Now, back to the main question. If I actually earn from, that's number one. I think I already said that I don't sell video courses. I've never sold video courses. That is number one. Number two, when you talk about the business aspect of trading, which is number two, which is the popular one, which is signals. I've never in my life sold signals. I don't do it. I don't even believe in it. I hate it because to me it's actually it's even stressful. To me, it's very stressful. I don't know why I'm going to have my trade on trading view now, and then I'll start typing buy sell at 0 point. I even hate typing. Like I hate to type. So for others people, it might actually be like very easy stuff. Probably just copy it or whatever. But for me, I don't do it. I've never sold signals in my entire life. I started trading in 2021. I've never sold signals. So that's number two. So when you talk about trading businesses, these are like the major things that you would get. Video courses, that which is video courses, yeah. Trading signals. I don't do any of these two. Now the only thing I think I've done so far is mentorship, and I think I started mentorship like fully, um, or when the whole mentorship stuff actually went viral was last year, and I'm talking about August, right? I started tutoring a couple of people, not everyone, after because I came to Twitter in 2022, September 2022, and that was after I made my withdrawals. After I made withdrawals of trading prop firms, right? I've been on Twitter, right, but I never made a single tweet here. But I was, just this low key dog, just learning from everyone else, getting the inspiration and all that. But no one actually knew me because I was very low key. I was just this underdog who just wanted to just get better at trading, right? And before, I think for me, it's more of just getting better at trading first. And I also believed in this, should I say, adage here, which says, whatever it is called here, which says you cannot give what you do not have. So I always wanted to, know something like very well, something I'm actually good at before I can actually give it out to people, because it's really crazy when I'm not profitable and I'm teaching people as well. To me, it's a waste of time on my own hand, and it's a waste of time on other people's hand, because I love results. But before I expect results from other people, I want to get results first, right? So it's a total different thing between, I mean, myself and other traders were totally different, because for me, I don't give two F's about the trading business, which is why number one, I don't have a trading course. It's free on YouTube. Number two, I don't do signals. So the other trading course, other trading business, which is also popular, is the mentorship. And I think mentorship for me has never been just about the money. The money, of course, is one of the things, yeah, but it has never been about the money. And you can actually verify, because I could tell you 90% of people I've ever taught, even people I didn't teach directly, they all have results. And that is because I groomed myself first. I worked on myself first. I made sure to be that person that they want to be like first. I made sure to get the results that they want to get. Then I could replicate the same results in them. But for others, it's quite different. But for me, it's just about getting better first, which is why I don't know. A lot of people, a couple people actually know me for this. I always want to just get better. So for someone, I mean, we are not blind here. For someone who doesn't care about trading itself, right? The person wouldn't even bother about getting better at trading. The person wouldn't bother about studying 247, getting more courses, buying more mentorship, spending heavy sums. I spend as much as $10,000 to learn. So you wouldn't tell me if I really just want to focus on I just want to sell mentorship. What mentorship exactly am I selling if there is no result on my own end? So that's quite crazy. And then for me, it's just getting better for my own self, then being able to help a few people. I don't necessarily have to help everybody, right? A few people, and I'm actually good. For me, it's just being good, and money actually comes after. It's being a good person, saving a lot of people from the old stuff we have out there. You know, it's just that for me. So if people actually think I make money off of selling. Maybe I don't do courses. I don't do mentorships. I don't do rather signals rather, which is only mentorship. I think I've been able to offer, and so far I've really done that about, is it twice this year? Yeah, twice or three times this year so far. So I don't know. I don't want to say I'm different from a lot of people, but we can see it, and there are results out there. I mean, I keep saying it. People are not blind; they can see these things. So, what's the next question, my brother?
My bro, while you were speaking, you made mention about there's something you said, you cannot give what you don't have. And I think that is really profound because a lot of times we barely see these mentors, invest in themselves. Now, this actually brings my next question, which is also very important. From the mentor perspective, you have experience dealing with a lot of traders, mentors as well. Now, how can a beginner trader stepping into the space for the first time, how can we distinguish between content creators and actual mentors? Because I mean, for a certain that not all the verified so-called FX gurus on Twitter are actually trading. Not all of them know, how to trade per se. So, what would be that thing a beginner trader, or should I say a newbie, um, needs to look out for in terms of selecting a mentor? And how can we distinguish between content creators and actual mentors?
All right, good question. Good question. Well, I'm not gonna lie here. Starting out as a trader, like a fresh trader, if you don't start, if you're probably not used to Twitter and the traders on Twitter, so let's assume you just started, you started seeing the contents from Instagram and or the WhatsApp. Trust me, you're going to fall for a lot of bullshit, which is very, very, very normal because I was once there, right? But I think Twitter just like people who actually be tricked with Twitter. You guys are very, very, very lucky because amongst the apps in this world, all the apps in this world here. If you really want to get traders like the real traders, yeah, you would see it. Just go through that page. You see, you would see smart people, you would know smart people from what they tweet or what they post, which is, it's post now. Back then, it used to be tweets. You would know people that actually know what they are doing from their tweets and posts. So it's not compared to go to, high G, yeah? And high G, I could just fake this trading view, whatever. Just post trading view and say, yo, I caught 100 hara, right? I mean, we see a lot of these things on like daily. Like nobody would question, nobody really cares on IG or WhatsApp now. Yeah, I mean, when I actually started then, I used to see. I mean, my first mentor then, I think I saw him on WhatsApp and I paid him 300K. I'm talking about 2020, 2020 to 21. Right, my first tutor. Let's call him a tutor actually. Right, my first tutor. I paid him about 300K, and then what he taught me was just indicators. All because he claimed to be one trader who was so just like that. So how do you actually know for well? Starting out as a newbie, if you don't start with Twitter, if you don't start with the right people on Twitter, trust me, there is no way you're actually going to know, right? Especially when you start with WhatsApp or Instagram. But with time, you're definitely going to, get better. You will actually learn more, especially if you actually surround yourself with people that are doing the same thing that you want to do. Especially if you actually surround yourself, someone that doing the same thing. I just tell you that I saw something somewhere rather. Let me introduce you to this person. Let me send this person's page. There's the same thing for me here. The same thing for me back in 2021. After learning indicators, after paying so much and learning how to use only indicators here. Just someone who introduced me to Rondo. There's someone who introduced me to Rondo. Then from Rondo, someone else introduced me to Mr. Charles. And from Mr. Charles, I got introduced to Phantom. And from Phantom to other people. I've learned from a lot of people. Do you get? So the first thing you actually want to do is get someone or get a group of people who are actually doing the same thing that they're doing, but they cannot escape. But if you're lucky to actually, start with the right person, you're just lucky. It doesn't happen all the time. you just cannot escape. You see that bad phase where you're actually learn rubbish at first. You can't escape it, and there's nothing you want to do about it. So and it's not even bad. It's only going to prepare you, for the next stage. Do you understand? You know that okay, I've learned this nonsense, in the past, and it's time for me to level up. So it's just like that. You cannot escape it. For newbies, yeah,
Yeah, that makes
that's it.
sense. That makes sense. Thank you, man. Okay, now we have around 1,300 people in the space, and I feel like a lot of them would want me to ask this question. You know, the recent issue with this Jamal guy, the guy who owes us, I think, 20 million naira. We haven't seen that money till now. So
Bro,
I
it's
hope he's
40,
listening.
40, 40, 40.
40 million naira. So I hope he's listening to this space because you can't make promises and then you fade, man. You don't fold like this. So my question is just starting. I actually wanted to speak with Professor Never Miss, but let's just continue the conversation. So the question is, I woke up and I saw the tweet and I'm like, did you guys have issues before? Like with this Jamal guy, was there like a prior misunderstanding? Because a tweet like that seemed couldn't be unprovoked. Maybe you did something to him, or maybe you guys had something behind the scene. Would you want to just clear that before we dive in?
Okay, now prior to yesterday, I bet you and I swear to you that I have never heard of Jamal. I've never seen him. I don't even think I've heard of Jay, talk less of Mal. And I'm being very, very sincere here. Right. So after seeing the screenshot, the first thing I checked was, who is this person? So I searched the name. And the next thing I saw was, you are blocked. And I'm like, bro, what's going on? You blocked. Who is this? But you tagged me. But anyway, but I've been seeing screenshots about him tagging Mr. Casey. A very good man, by the way. Casey. You all should know him. Casey now, I think that's the name on Twitter as
Kene.
well. Casey. Kene, yeah, Kene Chukwu, exactly. A very great man. I think he first challenged Kene. He said someone should any of his subscribers who will be profitable, he's gonna give them 1 million naira, fake 1 million naira that he definitely has probably never made this in his life. But then let's keep that aside, yeah. 1 million naira is going to give the person a subscriber. So I wasn't even expecting Kenneth to even respond to him because he didn't tag him. He said one of his subscribers. So which is very, very okay. That's good. Then after Kenneth, he moved on to the next person. Who was it? I saw this screenshot because he blocked me. Initially blocked it. He blocked me originally, yeah. So and I saw this screenshot again. Who else did he even tag? He tagged someone else I actually know. He tagged Abby. He tagged Jeffrey. He said, and in quotes here, I think he said, if any of their students could come up with their my FX book record or blah 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 blah. They are students. Now, take notes. They are students. Now, under these quotes or under the comment section, you would see people tagging me saying, what about Dax? I mean, you can actually go through it. You will see what about this is that, what about this is that, this is that, this is that. Right. But has the guy already blocked me? Probably he knew that if he actually jumps to this guy, he might actually but then people if people are actually pushing you to people actually do this a lot, like, especially Nigerians. They could push you, till you actually fall into water. But then moving on. So then it was the guy was so energized and thought, okay, it is time for him to actually tag Dax now. And then he actually went beyond his boundary. He said he tagged me. Now this time around, it wasn't just about he wasn't talking about my students, right? He said me personally, and I think so far I'm the only person he actually tagged with that claim. He said if I could provide a 3 months my FX book record, and he's going to give 20 million naira. Honestly, if this scammer Jama didn't, had a 20 million naira to it, I definitely wouldn't have responded because I like this year so far, I left a lot of stuff. So like I left a lot of stuff. I didn't even have time because I've been busy with a lot of stuff, basically. Yeah. So if he didn't have the 20 million, oh, 20 million is a lot. Oh. If I add that to my business right now, yo, 20 million naira is actually a lot. My fans, people actually want money. Nigeria is suffering. Okay, just 3 months. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. Yeah. So I asked a couple of my friends. I say, yo, should I respond to this guy? I have this 3 months record that he's talking about, and I've even posted this same 3 months record on my Twitter before. I've posted it already, like back in February when I was in Qatar. I posted it already. I said, okay, I think this guy doesn't even know me, but I'm going to post it. I'm going to prove it. And collect my 20 million. Right. So I saw it and posted it. I actually took a screenshot or whatever, and I posted it, and that was it. 20 million, the 40 million. And I even had to challenge him because for someone to come online to challenge people like that, that means you must be a guru. You must have made so much of trading. You must be living, that kind of life. And truthfully, we all know people who are actually living the life. When it comes to people that are really making money off this thing, like we know people that are living the life. But then let's keep that. So if you claim if you actually want to challenge someone like that, that means you must have that much result or even have much more. Do you understand? So I said, okay, show me just 50K, just 5 and 0 withdrawal proof that you have. Okay, let's assume okay, he doesn't have the 20 million naira, which is chicken change by the way, which is less than 15,000 dollars right now. The current market right now, which is less than $15,000. Show us 50K withdrawal. At least you're actually not giving it to me, yeah? You're not giving it to me. I was on my own. I didn't even know you, but you challenged me. You tagged me to nonsense. You promised to give me 20 million naira. But now let's leave that aside. That, for you to challenge someone else, that means you're better, yeah, and you have much more. So then, show us a 50K withdrawal proof that okay, you made this 50K and you withdrew it. Bro couldn't provide it. And then he started tagging people. I think he challenged I think Lucky Mane as well. He actually quoted the guy and said, "Who is better, Lucky Mane or me?" And I'm like, that was where I actually knew that this guy is just a bluff and one broke black boy. That was when I actually knew that this guy was just one of this wannabe guys here. Then I saw the his quoted diagram or the quoted frame, and everything there is actually demo. And if you go through his page, if you actually want to prove me wrong here, go through his page, bring out one withdrawal from one of his page. Just bring out one withdrawal from one of his
Bruh,
page.
I've been blocked.
I'll give you
I've been
money.
blocked, man.
I'll give you
I've
money.
been blocked as well. Bro blocked me
Any
during
of his
passport
follower,
issues. Like he was dragging
any
me about.
of his follower, my bro, if any of his follower, any of his students can provide and this guy even did something really really crazy because after I said he actually blocked me, he came on to she said he didn't block me, blah 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 blah. So he unblocked me later on, and I went through his media. At least someone who is actually that's rich to challenge me. That means he must be someone here. So I went through his media and I saw he quoted one of his students. He said, "In case you don't know what my FX book record is, this is it. Or this is it, right?" So I clicked on the what's it called, the frame or the picture, yeah, and it's clearly written there, demo. And I'm like, I Jesus, do you think Nigerians are dumb or something? Like, then he provided one of his my FX book, which his name wasn't even there, by the way. And this result was from 2022. And June, it was June 2022. I provided mine from I showed that account from September, which is actually the only account that I think I actually used my FX book account for or record for, right? Why? Let me explain this, right? Why is that the only account that I think I have or probably checked my FX book record for? Back in September, was it September or October last year, a particular guy reached out to me, which most of you probably know, right? Which is No Sanik. I think I even posted the story here on my Twitter. The guy reached out to me and then he wanted me to trade his account. Of course, he has seen my results and all that. Yeah, he wanted me to trade his account. I told him I don't do below 1,000, and he gave me this 10,000. And so me, it was just a play account here. And we had an agreement of 10% monthly. But by the end of the month, I had done 100% already. I gave him the 1%. I mean, the agreed 10%. I did it consistently for 3 months. And I posted all the proof. If people are, if you want the proof right now, I'll send it to you again. Even the MT5 screenshot is all there. Then during that same period, I was filling another 100K account that I made so many withdrawals off. But this account, I didn't even think of linking these accounts to my FX book because I had so. I mean, if anyone actually knew me back then, you would see. As a matter of fact, I think Baz here has actually seen one of my. He has actually seen my MT5 before. Yeah, I have multiple accounts, so I'm not someone to wait. Let me even put this out there, Seth. As a trader here, if you're not a fund manager, I see no. It's actually good. Of course, it's very very good to actually track your record and all that. Yeah, it's very very good. Very, but quite well. Yeah, but it is not compulsory. What is my FX book record actually? What is it used for? No, one thing you need to understand what is it used for, right? What people that actually need to see it. So we have a lot of profitable traders who don't even know what my FX book record is, and it doesn't mean they're not profitable. So when I see every Dick and Harry just come on Twitter to, challenge people, I've seen someone do that as well. Challenge someone else and say, yo, bring out your my FX book record. Let's see if you're actually profitable. No trader on earth has the right to come online to ask another trader. Well, one, the other trader is actually not trading for you. He doesn't even care about you. The person is trading to actually survive poverty or even grow or leave poverty or whatever. So you coming online to even challenge them is it shows how insecure you are and how dumb. Because to me, I just feel like you're just so dumb, or you don't have anything you're doing with your life. So back to this Jamal issue, I don't even know the guy, and I was blocked initially. So the only reason why this guy actually probably tagged me, right, it was because people actually gingered him. Because if you go through his thing, it's just this is Dax, this is Dax. What about this is Dax? What about this? And I'm like, yo, I didn't even know I was that popular for people to, I say, ask of my forever. But then the guy just overstepped his boundary, asking, to give out 20 million that you clearly do not have. And yo, I'm beating my chest today here, and I will give anyone that can prove this. Jamal doesn't have anything to his name. And I'm telling you for a fact, he doesn't have a single thing to his name. One, as low as a bicycle to his name. Don't forget, like you should know how America works, yeah. And the guy even mentioned that one of his videos, I think he just yesterday, yeah, after I challenged, after I gave him back, asking for my 20 million naira, and he couldn't provide it. Immediately he went live, started tweeting and all that. That you would have known a jobless person. But that's aside here. On one of his live accounts, live whatever he actually did on Twitter or IG, he said something. He said he lives in my estate. But a couple days ago, he claimed he wasn't in Nigeria and he isn't a Nigerian. But how come you live in my estate? Bro, I'm in Nigeria now. So I'm like, are you guys actually seeing who you are standing and who you just. Some people are just, I don't know. I don't know. And to even put this out again, the bro cannot even afford the estate. But let's leave that. So back to the Jamal issue. I don't know him. He's just one of these Ras guys who would just come online to and look at what I actually shared now, yeah. Is there a way I could pin this thing I actually sent I shared here?
Yeah, you can.
Is there a
And
way I could pin it?
uh,
Okay.
the what's it called? These
Okay. All right, cool. Yes, just did that. I mean, imagine what he said. You guys should have known what this guy is actually looking for. And the only reason why I gave him that audience, so the reason why I replied to this guy was because of the money he mentioned. Which is, come on now. We all know. He's going to do a lot of things in everybody's life. And, I'm so confident that I actually had it. What he was asking, I had it. Why have it? So all I was waiting for was just, send my 20 million. But it didn't happen. Now, I quote here. That's how I get you or got you to follow me. My plan worked. Okay, someone asked him, I know you really want to be noticed everywhere, bro. Don't worry. You're getting the visibility already. Then I quote the scammer Jamal. By the way, what am I actually calling this guy a scammer? I'll get to it. Now, so he said, yeah, yes, sir. That's how I got you to follow me. That's number one. That's number one flaw, a big red flag. A lot of people should actually see. Now, that's how I got you to follow me. Number one, my plan worked. Now you can actually learn from me. Jesus Christ. That's where you get to know this guy is a broke. You would never see anyone who actually makes money off trading, who is doing well, beg people to learn from them. I mean, it sounds absurd. It sounds like, but that's not all, yeah. Now you can actually learn from me and make real money instead of following people who don't know what they are doing. For real, bro. It's all about strategic marketing. Now listen to that, bro. How can I get people to learn without paying for ads? What the? So are you guys actually seeing these things here? How can I get people to learn without paying for ads? I simply highlight those who can't trade to get the attention of their followers. I love Japanese. Now, when those followers see that the people they've been following don't know what they are doing, they follow me. Hopefully, they listen, start making real money, and realize they haven't paid me a dollar. Now, let's get back to that. The number one flaw in this is tweet, yeah, is this. That's how I got you to follow me. Number one, as a trader or someone who wants to do something for people, you don't get people to follow you. Number one, by doing giveaways, by calling people out, but then any of these shabby things. People follow value. They want to know if you're who you actually claim that you are or to be. People follow value. And if you guys noticed, I have never ever celebrated followers or even cared about followers. I even did this challenge last year with someone on here. I said, yo, if you know, yeah, that you actually have more dollars in your bank account or your trust wallet than your current followers, drop the screenshot of, or you have the exact amount of followers in your bank account as well or your trust wallet. Drop proof here. Because the point is not actually to grow followers. That's the point. You're not actually here to grow followers. I don't know people who actually give too much attention to building followers. Value. If you have value, people will follow you. They will follow it. It's as simple as that. All right, now, my Twitter account now, yeah. You guys know I've never celebrated having 100 followers. When I got to 50K, I never celebrated it because I don't give two heads about it. Look at my YouTube as well now, yeah. Within 2-3 months, I had gotten over 33K subscribers and over 800,000 over. I mean, it's on the YouTube there. Go through it. Over 800,000 views. I read the comments as well. I didn't do any giveaway there on YouTube. I did not even drag anybody on YouTube. But people saw value in what they are actually watching. And you know how people actually got to even know about this thing more? They were inviting other people. They were telling other people about it. That is value. So it's not. You don't necessarily have to. If you want to help people, you don't necessarily have to. Come on. Life is not. I don't know how people actually see life. Life is way more than that. If you're really valuable, if you really know what you are doing, people will follow you. They will come to you. You can't tell me now that okay, because I don't want to mention names now because I know that this person is not doing well, yeah. Let me try to like tell his followers that it's not doing well. My guy, yeah, me and Prof, we actually just a lot. We see things online, but it remains in our DM. It remains in our. We don't. What's our business? Allow these people do their thing. Let them live their life. It's none of my. It's none of my business. But then my own basically is he came to the wrong person. I am not the person to mess with. To be very honest, when it comes to trading, I give him my 100%. If there's even something more than 100%, I give everything to trading. So I'm not that person to actually when you talk about maybe um talking to women that boy is mostly good at is good. The boy will be good at it. Talking to women, flexing fake wristwatch, flexing what's it called, fake what's it called, Rolls Royce that he doesn't own. He's actually good at that. It's better than me. When it comes to trading, the guy he shouldn't even dare. Because I went through everything that this guy does, and I'm like, yo, people are suffering. And yo, back to why this guy is scammer. Within yesterday, I've gotten so many complaints there about the same guy. This would you believe that this same guy he goes to meet people, right, and bets them to do what? Give him money to trade for them. I mean, literally goes to meet people to beg them to give him money to trade for them. I'll drop screenshots too. I'll drop
Bro, drop,
screenshots.
man, drop, because this
This
guy is
guy
doing
goes
these
to meet
things
people
all
to
the
beg
time.
them, let me trade for you. So there you would know that you would know someone who is like who it doesn't now between him and those people that he's actually dragging now, who exactly doesn't know what they are doing? Come on now. I mean, we can all see these things. But then we'll have some people under his comment section. Oh, I just laugh. But then, hold on, I think I wrote a couple of things down. Yeah. But then, first, let me drop screenshot of my claim about this guy going to people, to ask them for money.
Please
Bring money. Let me trade for
drop
you.
them, bro. Because he's hosting a space now, and this guy always does it. See, guys, let me tell you guys something. Before this Dax issue, right? He had issue with Dapper Wheels, and that particular day, I think
You
Wheels was
imagine?
live. So during that space, he was also having his own live and then saying different things. And at that point, I think then I wasn't blocked. Then I think yesterday I checked his profile, I saw that I'm blocked, and I'm like, what's happening here? And one thing Dak said, which is actually very important, right? We know these are not like the criterias to selecting, to actually knowing a trader from a non-trader, but I think it's very important. If you're winning in life, you wouldn't have this much energy to be bashing people. This guy goes week in, week out, dragging one person to another. Now the thing is simple. You ask for for records, my FX book records, and the said trader you're dragging literally brought proof. Now the conversation now is bring your own proof, right? Let's go result for result, if that makes sense, right? So bring yours. You don't go on host.
Bro, my point is even yo.
The guy is just, the whole thing is messing me up. Like, you keep dragging people day in and out. Okay, bring your results. It's not about living in America, or you're living abroad because you have
I said
crazy asset.
this politician said he lives in my
He's
estate. He
Nigerian.
said he lives in
He's
America at
Nigerian. He's
first.
actually
Now he lives in my estate. I'm in Nigeria for crying out loud. I am in Nigeria. How come you live in my estate? Like how you tell your followers you live in America, right? You're American. You're not even Nigerian. But you are Jamal. But let's leave that. Okay, that's a Muslim, that's a general Muslim name. But then in a video, like someone recorded it, you can actually verify it. Go to this guy, Forex Blog IO on Instagram. You would see there. It's even pinned. This guy claimed to live in my estate. And I'm in great Nigeria. I mean, for crying out loud. And that's not all. I'm only asking this guy. We could go band for band, maybe property for property, right? Or at least you just show me 50K withdrawal proof. Okay, you made this 50K and you withdrew it. I didn't get that. Bro, yeah. I don't know. But that guy, I mean, we all know what's going on here. I mean, just yesterday, after dropping my proof and all that, the next this guy did was pick up his phone, go live, and if you check the intervals of all his tweets, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I gave you 3 hours. Personally, I came back after 3 hours to quote it to this thing again. 3 hours, 3 hours. But this guy, every minute is active. He's so jobless. I'm like, okay. I hope Twitter people are actually seeing this now and then they're probably smart. Right? And the only reason I think I gave him that audience is because he tagged me directly. He didn't tell Abby, he didn't tell Abby to prove his profitability. He didn't tell Casey to prove his profitability. He didn't tell every other person he had really tagged. I was the only person he tagged with 20 million naira. Trust me, man. 20 million naira chicken change? No. But it's a lot of money to a lot of people right now. Come on. I mean, I'm also from the street and all that. I understand all of these things there. 20 million is a lot of people now. If I actually give it to my followers right now, now I don't necessarily have to. But because of that, because I already promised them 20 million naira on Wednesday, now I want to give my followers 1 million naira. I mean, it's crazy. I wish I just gave me that 20 million naira. Even if I kept like 5 million naira to myself and give my followers like 15 million, that's a lot of stuff. But you guys should actually know who you actually look up for. I mean, it's really, really crazy. And you guys, and this same thing actually keeps happening here because early this year we had a particular guy that did the same thing. You know, came online to talk to this person. Every other person he's always tagging this person. And we all know who I'm talking about. But in case you want to form as if you don't know, it's none of my business. But then, tag this person. Look at the person now. Right. We all know what happened eventually happened. There's this other guy as well. There's this other guy
Don't speak
again.
in him,
Other guy.
guy.
I don't want to mention him, but there's this other guy. One popular guy. Where is he like this now? Where is he? There's another one from last year that used to be the violence king. Where are these people? What's going on? The problem is if you don't focus on yourself. I was telling one person last year, I said, you should actually focus on yourself and leave this old Twitter banter, Twitter this thing. Focus on actually getting better at whatever it is you're doing. Becoming so good. And people can even, look at you and say, oh, let me drag this person. So you don't be the one dragging dragging people. Because people automatically see you as a jobless person. Trust me, I like it when people actually call me out. It's a very good thing. Even though most times I will not respond if I don't see you deem fit to, try to respond to you, yeah. But it's actually a good thing. That means I'm doing something good. Because when I actually went through this guy profile, I saw a lot of people actually tagged me under his tweets and all that, and that means Dax is you get the point. Because why did I see all that? So yeah, so instead of you doing that police work, it's better if I'm the one that people that actually being called that. You get the point. So now, imagine now went through all of this stress only to build a Twitter fan base and then the next day you lose your account, which I can literally pay to make you lose your account. And the next day you lose your account, what happens, please? Because if this same thing happened to somebody that we all know. But what happens after you lose your account? Then you start over as a changed man. Come on now. Imagine you actually focused on yourself, got better, give value, just be yourself. Be yourself. Nobody cares about Messiah, whatever. Like you're just stressing yourself, man. Said this earlier, we have over 250 million naira, okay. 250 million people in Nigeria. Come on, you can't have everyone. That's if you're focused on this mentorship, whatever. And don't give me the bullshit that you're trying to save people. Come on, people don't need saving because I've been there as well. But anyway, let's keep the this scammer Jamal thing. We all know this guy is a scammer, right? He's broke. He doesn't even know anything. I could actually prove to you if any of his students The way actually, if any of his students, any of Jamal's students can actually come out right now, right, and prove the profitability of 6 months with my FX book, I promise to give the person $10,000. 10,000 right now. Any of Jamal's students, or even show a withdrawal from any problem of as low as 10,000. I'll give you. I will dash. I'll just say, okay, take it. You've won. Please tag Jamal
You
today.
guys are
I'm
taking
very
this
very
shit to
serious
the
right
next
now.
level.
Any of Jamal himself, 10,000. Jamal, he claims to have much more. Let him bring 50K withdrawal proof. Any of his students should bring 10K. Now that's him 10K. Because you don't just come out here to just claim nonsense and then you just start ranting out there. You guys should actually know who you follow, who you. And I see a lot of people siding with you. I'm just like, you guys are just fools. Most of you just don't have sense because you read between the lines. This guy is a cloud chaser. He's broke, definitely broke. For him to even say he's in Nigeria, the guy is broke because you live in America. That means maybe they even deported himself. He's not looking for Nigerian people to scam. You have to be wise anyway. Be very, very wise. I mean, open your eyes. Open your eyes. I beg. I beg. If actually didn't tag me, we wouldn't be here today. And we're not even here to discuss just Jamal. You guys should actually know that. It's just it actually just triggered me yesterday because I've been so quiet all this year. This is August already. I've been so quiet. I've seen a lot of stuff this year already. But I'm also here to actually, say a few things. Because originally I was supposed to host like a Q3 um podcast or this space here, telling you guys, not necessarily advising you guys, but telling you guys what's worked for me or what's working for me or what I think you guys should actually do if you want to attain certain heights as traders here. All right, I also have done that for a long time. I think I did Q1, but I haven't done Q2 and I haven't done Q3, and it's almost Q4. We're already in Q4 already. So I feel as though I could just share a few things that's been working for me and others I feel you guys might actually need to hear, right? So, which is one of the reasons why I actually here. So, probably I don't know when Dick thinks we should actually end this space, but I say I have a lot to say. But
Bruh,
then, any other question, my
time.
bro?
We have time. I'm just halfway into my
Ah.
popcorn, so we still have time. We literally
Oh
have
yeah,
time,
no.
bro. Just go ahead, man. If you have anything else to say, just go ahead. Because for me, right, I feel like some of the listeners or most of the listeners here, they've seen through the curtains, right? These people know, they know the Jamal guy is just out here to chase clout and just cruise. Because how on earth you keep attacking almost everyone on the space, and at the end of the day they ask you just one thing: bring your results, right? If you want other people to bring results, bring yours as well. And you literally can't. It's been days. You keep
Mm.
hosting space back to back, hosting lives back to back. The conversation is simple. Jamal, if you want people to bring results, bring your result as well.
Bring your own
Bring
results.
yours.
It's that
It's
simple,
simple,
bro.
man. It's
Like
literally
it's really
simple.
simple.
If you want people to, you need to take the first step, right? So if you want people to bring results, bring yours as well. Bring recent results, your
Yes,
FX book
my bro.
results,
Please tell him,
everything.
man. Tell him.
And
We have proof. He promised me 20 million naira. Then there's another guy that said he's going to add 20 million naira to him. So in DJ Chicken's voice, he said he go give me 40 million. 40
like
million.
you 40
So
million
wherever I
cash.
see him, he says he lives in my estate. Oh Jesus.
No, I think the guy is
That go to job
stay
king.
in Nigeria. I guess he's Nigerian that stays abroad. So that for me, I really think
He claimed not to be a Nigerian
oh, really?
because someone else he actually called out sued him.
He's
Then he told the guy, it's out there. He told the guy, I'm not even Nigerian and I'm not in Nigeria. You cannot sue me.
Jamal is hundred
But then
percent Nigerian.
the same day he said he claimed to live in my own estate. I'm like, really, bro? But then let's leave that aside. Yeah, let's forget
Let's
about
talk
Jamal
about
right now because it's not being relevant.
that.
Let's not make the whole space be about because we all know he's foolish. Yeah.
Exactly,
I
man.
mean, literally.
So let's get back to right.
So, all right, cool.
Good. So
Do you have any other question?
yes, I just have a question here. I have lots of questions because, like I said, we wanted to just go spontaneous. But let me speak for everyone on the space. A lot of people are really interested. I know you share your story all the time, like every single time you're on space or interview. They always ask you questions, how you became profitable. But I actually want to come from a different perspective. You see, we have traders in this industry that have been
My bro, wait. My bro, wait. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
sure.
I'm so sorry. Hey, I've seen it. I've seen it. Someone said he has to come up with him 20 million naira.
Wait, what?
Someone said, look at this pinned this thing
Wait,
now.
okay, I just picked all
This is
these
that.
things.
Come collect 20 million. No,
More.
it's there, bro. Look at
There's
that.
money on the table.
He has my account details now.
He
You
should
should
join this
send it.
space. If he's sure for Ram, he should join this space. That's the conversation.
It should send. He has my account
He
details, bro. Send my
join
money.
the
Send
space.
my
So he wants to give the money now because there's confirmation or what? I just don't understand. This guy is cloud
clown.
chasing, man.
That guy is a clown.
Cloud
That guy is a clown.
chasing.
My bro, please just move on.
Just
Move on with the
messed up,
question.
guys. See, if you're on this space at this point in time, right? People who are winning in life don't have the time to drag other people down. That is just one thing you need to know. If you're actually winning, you learn to mind your business. You really learn to mind your business. You don't go on hosting space every 2 seconds and then you because you want to sell a course, guy. It's messed up. It's really messed up. But let's move on. If he wants to give the 20 million, I mean, he knows how to do it. He should unblock everybody because he just keeps unblocking
My bro.
everyone.
My bro. My bro. My
Messed
bro.
up.
If he wants to give a 20 million, do you know if you believe that, yeah, just like my guy said to me, do you know I could sell you an airplane right now? Or sorry, an airport rather, actually.
As in,
If you believe this guy actually can afford 20
as
million,
in,
yo.
it's just clouds, big clouds, man, big clouds.
You asked the question, he said, how did I become profitable? I think I've shared the same story over and over, which is one of the reasons why I think I just stopped joining spaces because, yo, people just like to listen. People, Nigerians they like to talk a lot, which I don't like. You see, I came up with this, what's it called?
Say like
What's this thing called, my brother? Yeah, see, but what's it called?
a slogan.
A slogan, yeah, say less, yeah, because I realize that you're saying a lot. Talking too much, man, doesn't like bring results and all that. You just have to like just do, just like my guy here says, just do it. Yeah. So when you talk too much, you actually lose value. That's number one thing I think I realized. You lose value, and it just shows you probably don't even know. At times when you talk too much, right, you even say things you're not supposed to say, and you end up saying foolish things. To be very honest. So which is one of the things one of the reasons why I just stopped the whole talk. Back in 2022, this whole space was so safe, and then we learned a lot of stuff. With the likes of Omotayo, man, I learned my Omotayo is like every day she like all elevated my spirit as a trader, as a struggling trader. I'm talking about back in February, January, March, April when I was still struggling with trading. 2022, staying in living in that one bedroom and all that. Yeah, Motayo, Uncle, Jesus Christ, Uncle, yay, what's this person's name? Jesus, I've forgotten. He's not in America. Uncle what? This person remind me now.
Why they ask me, man? I don't know the.
This person remind me now. You guys should know the person. There's this Jesus Christ, Uncle. Oh man, I'll remember. Yeah.
Uncle Ted.
So
Is that Uncle Ted?
Uncle, yeah,
Ted, the
Uncle.
guy that
Is it Ted?
that stream with Raja Banks. Okay, Uncle Timmy.
No,
Okay,
no, no,
Uncle Timmy.
no. He's a
Okay,
Nigerian.
Uncle
He's
Timmy
Nigerian
or
actually.
Temi or
Uncle Timmy. Exactly, Uncle Timmy, yeah. Uncle Timmy, yeah. So those guys, and then who else? Olu of Trades. So these are the guys that actually like, and this man as well that actually lives in Ibadan. Forgotten his name. But these are the guys that we actually look up to back in 2022. Trust me, we had zero banters. Yeah, Uncle Temi, yeah. We had zero banters on this app. Trust me, it's just peace. And, because we actually looked a lot of people looked up to these guys, and then, because they've been training for a while. And, at times when you actually take losses, when you just need that word of encouragement, that tweet to just elevate you to, push you to actually uh, um see the better side of trading, and make you just ginger you to show up again the next day. Trust me, we got that, especially from Tayo. Tayo, she's been doing like a very wonderful job so far in this space. I'm not gonna lie. Uncle Temi, Olu of Trades. I can't remember the other person's name. He once interviewed me on this space as well. Yeah. So these are the people we actually looked up to. Then the American traders, the likes of Albert Burgers, Blackwatch, and ICT himself. So these are the guys that we looked up to, and then that personally, I wouldn't say we. Speaking for myself, I say I actually looked up to, and I was learning a lot from, because trust me, Twitter is that place where you get to know a smart person, someone who actually knows what they know, not someone who claims to know what they know. I'm not sure if that makes sense here, but you would know someone who has something upstairs on via Twitter. It's very very hard to gain followers here on Twitter compared to IG, TikTok, and all that, where we have less less humans there. So yeah, moving on. So how I got profitable? The first things first. I think you should have heard my story. Just focused on me. I wanted to like get better. So for me, it's either trading or trading. I just like I have this passion for trading that aside spending money, I spend time. Right now, with my current level, I have this timer in my trading setup, and I go time it to about 4 hours. And I will not leave here. I won't pick a call, any call. I won't even, use social media until I'm done. Do you understand? So I'm that kind of person who just loves to put a lot of energy into something, especially trading. And I always want to get better, like from time to time. I always want to get better. So for me, trading just it just like gives me it makes me happy. Aside, being passionate about trading and all that, it just makes me happy, and I feel as if trading is just that thing that can actually, you know, take me out of the poverty that I was drenched in, and then the poverty mindset and all of that. Just trading was just that particular skill that I envisioned myself, that I thought was going to like save me from it, which is currently saving me right now, and has even saved me, myself, my family, and everyone else around me, basically. So trading is just it. So I got profitable just number one, believing in myself, and then putting in a lot of effort into it. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I think I say this a lot here. I don't sugarcoat it when it comes to trading. Trust me, you will not make it if you probably will not make it if you just depend on trading. And if you don't put in enough work, right, you won't get anything if you don't put in enough work. If you're not passionate about trading, when others are probably studying, trying to get better at it, you're there sleeping, Netflixing, and you know, carrying woman like Jamal, going to the club, because he posted it anyway. I mean, I'm not. It's on his Twitter page. You've never seen me in the club posted, a club, a club, whatever. But this guy posted it, so to him it's actually a flex, right? So you wouldn't see me, posting me in the club dancing and spraying money. I mean, come on, man. I'd rather be in my space, working my ass off here. So that is it for me. So, and then I think I got profitable, like for me, yeah. Now you could actually get profitable, but not consistently profitable. So, which is what a lot of people don't understand. You could get profitable. I mean, probably 1 month you're very profitable, like the whole of the month you're very profitable, which I see as a win streak. But then the next month you're not. So for me, profitability for me is being consistently profitable. So in 2022, I was profitable. right? That means I in August I got my first payout of my forex funds. I got my first payout. As a matter of fact, I passed my first ever challenge ever since I've been trying since 2021. I passed it in 2022 between June July, and I got my first payout in August. Right. I think that payout itself, like it made me popular because it was one CPI. I mean, no, was it? No, no. The challenge I passed actually it was 100K account, and I passed it with just one trade, and I made about eight K or so, or probably 10K. Just like the highest I've ever made in my life back then. Highest never made from trading back then. So for me, it's just about getting better and being consistently profitable. So around 22, I was profitable, but not consistently profitable because there are times where I would just eat losses, and then times where I would eat, have wins and as well. So last year was when I think I gained that consistently profitable stage. Is it a stage or yeah, a stage? Yeah, when I actually attained it, basically, right? Because I was consistent. I was constantly profitable for months, like months, back to back. And in January, I hit like a losing streak that made me lose over $1 million in prop firms, in prop firm accounts. Right. So in February, I wanted to know what's wrong. Now this actually made me back to this thing, right? So if you're actually losing as a trader, if you're currently losing, the number one thing you want to do is acknowledge that you're doing something wrong. It is very, very important. Because I know a lot of traders that actually do something here. They're probably going through a losing streak or taking losses back to back, and then you see it as a normal thing. This is one thing I think I did back in 2021. I just see that okay, it's just a bad day, just a bad day, a bad day, bad day. A bad day turned into a bad week, a bad week turned into a bad month, bad month turned into a bad year. Do you understand? But not until I actually realized that I was doing something wrong and I needed to fix that. So what I started doing was this: every trading day, whatever mistake it is I make, probably human error, mistake, whatever, I actually write it down. Then at the end of each week, I want to look for a solution to it. So how do I look for solutions to these mistakes or these errors here? Either I seek out a mentor or I go to YouTube. A lot of things are actually on YouTube. Tom Ugad actually helped me a lot. There's this trader, what's this guy name? Um, this guy, you guys use you Twitter traders actually chased him off Twitter as well. Very profitable trader as well. I've forgotten his name. An American guy. He actually helped me. I'm not gonna lie. With not like help me directly, but with the things he actually posted on YouTube. There's one particular thing he said about on YouTube about having a setup or so, right? Usually, I actually used to look for. I actually used to trade randomly. I look for multiple setup. I didn't even have a specific zone I want to look for. I just want to look for just trade FVG, trade this and trade that, and I wasn't profitable with it until I watched that video and I saw that okay, you can actually focus on one setup that you have seen work multiple times that actually worked a lot of times, right? And you can actually be profitable doing that thing, which I started doing and then made me profitable. Right, that is one. Now, on this same Twitter, we've had someone who is not profitable tell you guys that there is nothing like A plus setup. And a lot of people actually agree to it. On this same Twitter, someone who is not we cannot see it. So always not profitable. There you get it. There's not like A plus setup. We all agree to it. Whereas this A plus setup of a thing, as you know, of a lot of traders actually leave the trench. People like me. Do you understand? So that is one thing I actually learned. But number one thing was actually understanding or acknowledging the fact that I am doing something wrong or a lot of things wrong. I started to jot everything down, right? And the next thing I did was to come up with a trading plan because like I said earlier, I just used to be this random trader, just go into the market, just vibes and inshallah, go into the market, do the same thing over and over, over and over, and then at the end of the day, you get the same results. So until I switched that and started, doing one particular thing that works in the market, often, then in February, started to see change. And the first thing that happened, how did I even realize that I think I was getting it was when I was able to pass the Profem challenge over and over, past my own, past a friend's own, past someone else's own, and I'm like, yo, what's going on? I think this thing is working. But the next thing I did, for next level confidence, was to start doing this in live, like start taking trades live with people, right? Which also built my confidence. Like I was like, let's say 40% rate with my confidence. Maybe sometimes where I wouldn't want to take trades, but immediately I started trading this, trading live, taking the same trades live. I thought people actually want to take this trade. Let's take the trade together because I was already on Twitter. So of course I know that if most of my trade didn't go well, I would be called out or dragged, whatever. So I didn't care about that because I knew I was getting results. So I started trading live with people, and so far since February 2023, it's been so crazy that ever since I got consistently profitable, I was making a lot. I was making a lot, and I, had the breakthrough towards was it not March, April, and so. So for me, the number one thing I think I did was just putting more effort into really understanding or mastering the craft, and not just mastering the craft. I always want to get better, and whenever I make a mistake, I always acknowledge the fact that I made a mistake, and I want to look for a solution to it. So that is just one of the things, though a few of the things that actually made me someone who people I think people want to like. Emulate, and who has been able to raise a lot of profitable traders as well. Because I think, see, to be very honest, I'm not. I mean, I don't really. I mean, the proof is out there. I lost count of the amount of people who have actually picked out from not making their first dollar to making thousands of dollars, making their first ever withdrawals, making their first dollar of trading. I lost count already, and I didn't achieve that until I was able to get the suitcase myself, and break the change my own life first before I could actually change others' life. So profitability is really within. You need to like see all of these things first, and then you conquer it. Trading is easy, at the same time not easy. So that's it, my bro.
Thank you. That really makes sense. Now, from what you just said, right? It's an amazing story, and seeing how far you've come. I mean, a lot of traders can literally drag inspiration from your story. Now, you made mention on the aspect of finding a specific pattern or looking for a specific model and then focusing on that model for not taking random trades. Now my question is this, let me be more precise. When it comes to your biggest edge, now this is more personal, when it comes to your biggest edge, would you say you have your edge comes from risk management or technical analysis? Which of this area is more superior in your system?
Mm. Well, risk management. One thing I should tell people is if you want to stay long in the game, because this is a game. At the same time, it's not a game. It's a business for me, right? But if you want to stay long, always apply risk management. But if you want to blow, now you can actually blow in two ways, right? You can blow positively and you can blow negatively. And when you blow positively, that means you get lucky and you make a lot of money. But when you blow negatively, that means you have to leave your current zone to move back to your village. That means you have zero money on you. Right. So, but if you want to stay long in the game, it means if you're looking to actually still be, trading to the next 5 years, 10 years, whatever, risk management is actually advisable. Right. So of course, risk management actually helped me a lot, right? Because I recall losing so much, being greedy, and then I recall making so much being conservative and applying risk management, which is why I think I also came up with the 10 trades rule, right? The 10 trades rule here, which has helped me a lot, to be very, very, very honest. If you're trading prop firms, your real money, the 10 trades rule just, you see, it solves the psychological problems. It solves a lot of issues, like trust me. And let me just brief you guys, just in case you're probably just joining. I never heard of the 10 trades rule, even though I released a video on YouTube for it. Yeah. Um, it's simply, let's assume you actually have a proper account, probably 100K account, or 50K, whatever it is, and you know you get to lose 10% of the account. Like overall drawdown is 10%, right? So let's assume it's a 100K account and you have 10%. Now this is something a lot of people actually do wrong. Most of them want to risk zero point 0.5, some of them want to risk 0.2%, and then they actually find out that at the end of the month they haven't passed the challenge, they're still stuck with the challenge, and haven't even made a single withdrawal or whatever. So this is what I actually propose people to do, which is what helped me, trading live accounts and prop firm accounts. So it's pretty simple. The 10% of our drawdown that you have, right? Take it and split it into 10 trades. Now this only works better if you're very sure that you can never lose 10 trades in a row. But if your system is still losing 10 trades on a row, trust me, you need to go back to learning, or learn something better than what you're doing right now. But if you cannot lose 10 trades in a row, this is going to help you a lot, and you will actually scale up really, 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 really fast. All you have to do is just divide the 10% into 10 trades. So let's say you have 10% of our drawdown on a 100K account. All you have to do is split the 10% into 10 trades. That's going to be 1,000 per trade, yeah? And you have to pass. The first phase is probably 8% or 10% for some prop firms. Then that means if you do 1 to 3, someone came on here to say, let's leave that. So if you do 1 to 3, 1 to 2, you actually still be profitable. So let's assume you actually do 1 to 3, which is what I do. Bro, why they laugh?
I
Nah, I
have
don't want
question
to.
on that.
Come on, bro.
I do it
I
with
don't want to say anything about that, bro. No, 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 bro. Let me just land. Let me just land. Let me just land here. So I do 1 to 3. I mean, while I was trading with just TA, yeah, of course. I left most of y'all with the TA shit. But when I was trading with just TA, I do 1 to 3, which made me a lot profitable than when I was doing just 1 to 5, 1 to 10, and all that. Which I'm still gonna go back into. I think we have enough time anyway. But then I actually focus on just 1 to 3 Harrow, and I'm actually out of the market. So if you actually focus on 1 to 3 Harrow and you're doing the 10 trades rule, well, that means that you have 10 trades to lose 100K account, right? So let's assume you actually lost 6 trades. Let's assume you lost 6 trades, right? So you lose six. At the end of the day, that's going to be 6,000, correct? So that means you are down 6,000, right? Then you win 4 trades. So 4 trades times or yeah, 4 trades times 3,000. You're up 12,000 already with winning. When you win just 4 trades, you're up 12,000. So now you minus the 6,000 that you lost initially. Now you are still up 6,000. So that means you are still up 6,000 in profits, right? And you have just 2,000 more to go. Now let's even make it worse. Let's assume you lost 8 trades, and it's pretty sure you can win 2 trades. It is very, very sure you can win 2 trades. And you lost 8 trades, which is what? $8,000. Then you won only 2 out of 10 trades. At the end of 10 trades, you won only two. And only 2 trades doing 1 to 3 is $6,000. At the end of the day, initially you were at 8% drawdown, but you now won the last 2 trades, which gives you 6%. That means you're only 2% down, which also gives you the morale to actually keep going. And that means you can never ever lose the accounts. And if you get lucky, I'm not going to say luck, but if you have a good system that gives you 2 good trades, 2 good following trades, yeah, you've passed your account, right? They do the same thing on the phase two. Do the same thing on the first on the live accounts. There is no way you would make nothing less than 5,000, 2,000, 4,000, or even 10% on each account, whatever amount it is. So if you really want to know more about the 10 trades rule, and if you trade a live account as well, right? If it's your personal funds, let's assume you also funded $10,000 or even 100K, and you're ready to lose everything basically. Just divide it into 10 trades. As long as you're very sure that you cannot lose 10 trades, trust me, man. Trust me, you're going to make a whole lot of money. It's as simple as that. But first, knowing how to actually trade comes first. It's essential. It is so much because a lot of people, if people actually do something, you lose money first before you learn how to trade. But anyway, that is it. So my guy, risk management keeps you longer in the game, but there are times where you just have to up like yo. I've taken crazy risks that actually paid me. I've taken crazy risks that at the same time marred me that scarred me as well. Yeah. But then if thinking about staying long in the game, you want to like still be in the game. You don't want to, you don't want to be pressured. You don't want to lose so much that is going to affect you and all that. Yeah. Just want to be consistent. Trust me, risk management is the way. It's the only way.
Okay,
That's it, my brother.
that makes sense. Now, bringing you back to the conversation, still on the topic of these 10 trades. Now, recently, I've seen it other mentors, some mentors to be more precise. These guys will tell you, oh, it's not smart to have a fixed risk to reward. So which means some traders would say the best way to trade in is having a trailing profit target. I was going to ask this question. There's no way you would run away from this. You have a video on the 10 trades rule, and the example you just gave now is relating to having 1 to 3 fixed risk to reward. What's your opinion on the take? Because a lot of traders are confused. Beginner traders now, they're really confused. Most people, because at this point, this mentor is saying fixed risk to reward is not good. At the other side, the other mentor is saying fixed risk to reward is the way to go. Me in the middle, I'm literally confused. I don't know if I should go for mentor A or mentor B. So, what's your stand on this?
All right. Okay. What is mentor A, mentor B? We all know who the mentor A, mentor B is. So very nice. I'm actually very, very good friends with Mr. Kamal here. When I saw the tweet, I've been very, very quiet this year, and I just don't like to, anything anyone actually says. Yo, I agree. I just, I want peace. Just okay, whatever it is. Yo, you win. Just don't have the energy to just argue with anyone. I mean, of course, I learned a virtue like Jesus Christ. I learned a real lesson this year. Um, Trying to correct someone, right? Because I thought the person was a friend, and I could, just correct the person based on his own POV. I thought it was wrong. I mean, which is obviously wrong, but I just didn't do well, and I felt so very bad of myself, and I said to myself, yeah, I wasn't going to ever correct anyone or even try to update anyone whenever you tweet anything. I mean, it's your page, you can actually do whatever it is you want with it. So when I saw it, I just ignored it, and then so it's part. So for me, one thing a lot of people need to understand is this: when it comes to trading, there are different ways to actually trade. So your way cannot work for me, and your my way cannot work for you. Now, I could actually guarantee you that most of my trades, 90% of my trades actually reverse immediately after eating 1 to 3 hour. And I've posted, I mean, you could just do your research, go through my post and all that. 90% of my trades reverse immediately after eating out 1 to 3 hour. I started last year, after I discovered this system, and after I discovered that I was, making money. Do you actually know that I would make money, post it online, but at the end of the day, the trade is actually going to reverse and eat my stop loss? I'm talking about early February, which is one of the things I had to write down that I was doing wrong. Because my target then was 1 to 5 or nothing. But I would see money. I was making money. I was literally making money. But it was all on paper because it was only floating PNL. At the end of the day, the trade eventually reverses and it's my stop loss because I hated the idea of break even as well. So my target then was just 1 to 5 or do 1 to 10 or just go to the next liquidity because I focus on the 15 minutes time frame upwards. Do you understand? So I didn't understand that the amount of pips that price prints daily on the 15-minute time frame or the 1 hour time frame or the 4 hour time frame, you cannot compare it with the amount of pips that price will print. I mean, it's of course the same amount of pips every day on all of them, like generally, but you wouldn't expect the same amount of pips on a lower time frame. I could literally take a trade on lower time frame and get 10 pips, 10 hour. But on 4 hour time frame, you could only get 1 to 1, 1 to 2. Do you understand? So it's quite different. For me, I was making money back then, but at the end of the day, the trade ended up reversing and eating my stop loss. And I, end up my day very, very, sad and all that. Even after people were, online think, this guy has made money. But behind the scene, bro. So until I also went online again, I did my research. I knew I was doing something wrong, and I wrote it down. I said, "What is going wrong? What is going on with this? I am seeing money. My trades are actually going well. What's going on?" As a matter of fact, recently I'll show you guys a particular screenshot. Right, I took a trade and I was in by $9,000 profit. I was talking about was in March. I was about $9,000 profit. $9,000 now. You guys calculate it. I did not close this trade because I wanted it to eat my TP. I didn't close the trade and I did not break even. But what happened before I woke up? SL. Do you understand? So what works for you might not work for me. This is trading. So many ways to actually make money off it. Your way is not the only way to actually make money off trading. So if you think that trading, it has to go back to the next point of whatever, point of this, point of that. Because it's like it is. I don't know how you can actually probably master trading to that extent, but I've spent a lot of time when it comes to trading, man. I have crazy experience. So big ups to Mr. Kama, and I have nothing against what is actually preaching to his followers. But for me, as long as I'm actually trading TA, it's 1 to 3 or nothing. Because for me, I just want to get in and get out. Not just get in and get out. I want to make money off a trade, and I don't want to turn a winning trade into a losing trade. So trust me, it is never funny, and you're never going to enjoy yourself or never going to like yourself whenever that happens to you. Turning a winning trade into a losing trade is one of the worst things that could actually happen to us as traders. It's actually going to fuck up your whole day. As a matter of fact, your whole week. Because imagine a trade from March. I still remember it till today. So it's quite crazy. Trust me, it's crazy. So just treat this trading thing as a business, right? You want to go in, get your money. Just give me my money. Get your money out and leave the market. Forget about whatever happens next, even if the market does 1 to 100 RR. Now, it's also advisable, just in case you're greedy, you want to do more, you can actually split your entry. Possibly, if you're supposed to risk 1,000 on just one entry, enter with two different positions. So when you eat your 1 to 3 RR, you close out on the first position and break even the second one and hold it. But don't tell me because you want 1 to 10 or because you want price to go to this particular point, you don't fucking own the market. Sorry if I'm using that word, yeah. Anything can happen. This is forex. Anything can happen. So your own shit should be you want to go into the market, make your money, apply the 10 trades rule, get in, get out. At the end of the month, you are profitable. You've made money. You're out, and then you live your life. You enjoy your life. It's as simple as that for me. So every another person wants to trade, it's also good. There are different ways. You know octopus, yeah? It has different different is, and they can actually eat very different. Well, so it's just like that, man. So I have nothing against that take actually. That which is one reason why I didn't comment.
Of course.
So that's it.
Perfect. Again, big shout out to Kamal. I also don't
Mm-hmm.
have anything against that take. So it just comes down to preference, right? Whatever works for you.
Mm-hmm.
You say
Exactly.
whatever works,
I said exactly, exactly,
whatever
yeah.
works for you. Just do your thing. If it's making you money, continue. You don't have to. If it's one to one that works for you, go ahead. At the end of the day, as long as money is made, just keep doing your thing.
That's
So
it.
guys,
That's it. That's
if
it.
you have questions, I don't know if that's what you think. Should we? I have lots of requests from my end. You're seeing it as well. So should we allow?
Yeah, they probably want to ask Idon questions,
Okay,
yeah.
so if you have questions,
But my guy is here now. Ah,
Prof,
calm down, my
Prof
guy.
said he doesn't
Calm
want
down.
to speak.
Prof is here.
Prof said he doesn't want to speak. I just
He
said him.
doesn't want to
Oh,
speak. Oh yeah, get down from the speaker space. Get down, straight up. Remove him straight up. Remove
Prof,
him. What's he doing there? Doesn't want to say anything. All right, so some other people, yeah. Actually, sit down here for questions. Sit down
guys, so at
for
this point,
questions. Yeah.
let's take questions from everyone, and please make sure you have a question. Make sure you have a question. If you're coming on here to, ask for giveaway, this is not the space. So let me take as much as I can.
Please, yo, please tell Jamal he has my account details there. He shouldn't just call me on his space to give me 20 million. He shouldn't do that. That audio should with
My
me.
own name.
He send the money to me. Once I receive it, I will see. I will praise him. I will record a video praising the guy. He is a very send my 24. It's even 40 million. The other guy that send me my just give me my money.
I don't know why he's hosting a space, but I feel like if you promise someone something, just go ahead, run the transfer. Okay, so let's take questions now. Who would I call first? ATX. I think your name is. Let's go. Ask your question. Please let's try to keep it short as well, so we can have other people speak. I have about 40 requests. 40 requests. So a lot of people need to speak. So ATX, go ahead.
All right. Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening. Go ahead. Wait, is it just me? He's just speaking. Dax, can you hear him?
I can't hear the bro.
It
I really can't.
probably you. Disconnect, connect
Yes.
again. Let me bring
Me?
else. No, no, not you, Dax. I think
Oh,
ATS
okay.
needs to
All right.
disconnect. Okay, so Ray, go ahead and ask your question. Okay, at this point, I really need to be sure that you guys are actually hearing me. So let me remove some of you from the speakers tab. Um, Patrick, please confirm you can hear me.
Can
All right,
you hear me?
perfect.
Good evening.
Go ahead and yeah, good evening.
Yeah. Good evening, guys. I'm so happy to be here. Actually, I wanted to ask. This is that's a question. I actually heard. Yeah, I joined this, but then I was able to get some part. I'm really interested in the technical rules. I wanted to ask a question. If you're taking 10 trades and you get stopped out, let's say your setup is there, you've already done your analysis and your structure is in place, and then you enter the trade and you get stopped out. Let's say maybe through manipulation, let's say something like that. Will you re-enter the trade again, or since it's 10 trade, you wait for some other opportunities to come before you take the trade? That's the first question I have to ask.
All right, my bro. The first things first, you need to should I say erase the mindset of manipulation when it comes to trading the forex market. Because the moment you have that at back of your mind, so when you take a loss now, it is manipulation. It is not your fault. Trust me, you won't grow that way. Right? Even though we have manipulation actually occur in the market, which is very normal, but you won't grow that way
Okay.
because you need to like take responsibility for every loss, every single loss. Now asking me if I'm actually going to jump on that trade again, no, I will not.
Okay.
As long as it hits my stop loss, I'm moving on to the next trade.
Okay.
Do you understand? Because there is no guarantee, especially when you trade TA, there is no guarantee that that second trade will not hit stop loss. So that means you are risking, I mean, according to the 10 trades rule, that means you are risking two trades
Per day.
or two trades opportunity on just one trade or just one trade setup, which doesn't make sense. I'm not sure if you actually understand. So let's say now you have just one trade setup now, yeah. But then you want to risk just one trade opportunity, which is $1,000. But then because the first $100 1K actually hit stop loss, you want to go in again. Then it hits stop loss again. That means you've lost two trades opportunity on just one trade setup, which doesn't make sense. Which now brings you back to having just eight trades left. When you could have just lost only one trade. I'm not sure if you actually get that, but it is not wise to get in on the same trade setup. It's not wise, to be very honest. Just move on to the next one. It's as simple as that.
All right, bro. All right, bro. Thank you for your time. Thank you. That's all I've got to say. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Patrick.
Yeah.
Let me move the question to now, guys. If you're requesting, just a quick one, also, if you're requesting to speak on this space, you must be following me, follow Dax, and also follow Professor Never Miss. These three accounts would be your criteria to speak it on this space. I'm sorry, I just wanted to put that out. Okay, so who is next? Crypto Crest. Please go ahead and ask your question.
Wait now. See, Mr. Top for here
Well,
now.
Tough
Who
Tough
Mr. Top
came
with
in.
this?
Tough came in late. Of course, I'll go back to Tough. Crypto Crest. Please go ahead.
I'm really so happy that this privilege has been given to me to speak. Now, I want to say a big thank you to each and every one of us here on the space and for everything that Dax has been doing. I mean, I was even thought, seeing as Dax could fit a whole lot of persons there on the RCC camp that just finished. That's one of the things I believe it was a good man. And one what one thing I've noticed is that people that are busy don't listen to any negative words about them. They don't have time. You see, busy people that they are busy with doing a whole lot of things in life. They don't just have time. So when I saw this dragging, like dragging coming, I just knew that wouldn't just listen. You see, if even when I posted about Casey, you see, Casey did not even listen, like he was still doing his thing because these guys have just made it. So these guys don't even have time to just come out to start answering to what will be taking their energies and time. So that's I want to ask you two questions. Number one question, you said you paid $300 to learn a course to learn it in 2021. I want to ask, then in 2021, we know how the Nigerian economy was. We were just coming out from the coronavirus pandemic break. How do you raise such money? I'm talking about the newbies and all of that. How do you raise such money to start? How how do you get your own?
I get your point. I get your point, my brother. Thank you very much. But well, I've been a rich boy since 2020. Just so you know.
Okay.
That has
But I
been
was a broke
an
boy
OG
in
for IT.
2029. Do you understand? I've been a rich boy since 2020. I bought my first car in 2020. Do you understand? And but in 2019, I was just a tailor.
Wow.
Do you get
That's
it?
great. That's
But
great.
then
Yeah.
there are actually a lot of opportunities online. It's a matter of it's just who you meet, do you understand, or who you hang out with. A lot of opportunities online, trust me. The Nosanik I told you that gave me 10K last, which is was bare minimum prof. I mean funds and anyway. The Nosanik I told you that gave me 10K. If you heard of Nosanik before, you would have heard of the guy being like he's actually like one he's an e-commerce guru, like one of the best in Nigeria. And I've known this guy since 2019. There's this other guy, BG Funds, right? That created or founded BG Funds as well. That also founded Rackstelly. We were all together as a 2019, 2020. And a lot of ways, I don't want to say a lot of Nigerians are actually lazy, but the first time I think I heard of internet money, I started with Google and I saw a lot of things actually. So I saw a lot of things and now ways to actually make money online. So it depends on you. There are ways to, as long as you're on Twitter, yeah, trust me, you will see a lot of things to actually do. But then the prefer one the one that actually won my ads overall is just trading. Because I could actually start mentioning the amount of skills that I've learned. Yeah. Because I'm mentioning now and then I have proof for everything I could show you with all of my snap and all that. I have a certificate because I learned copywriting from Emmanuel Hackby. Not sure if some of you know that man, but I think it was called out here a couple of months ago. But then, if you know Emmanuel Hackby, I learned copywriting from this guy as well, which I used the skill to actually learn money to earn money back in 2020. Yeah, 2020, I had to write a copy for some websites. I also learned how to build websites with like these cheap domains, um, cheap basically all of this stuff. Yeah, e-commerce and all that. So it just depends on you. But so far, the best skill I've actually learned so far is just trading because for a lot of reasons. Number one, it just gives you the freedom you actually want. Also, it doesn't require anyone. It doesn't require anyone. I mean, when I say anyone, I mean when you're actually trading, you don't need anyone to patronize you, right? All I have to do is just wake up, come to my to my trading setup, and just either make money or lose money compared to when I'm selling something. I need you now. Yeah, let me put this out there. Yeah, I have a fashion brand, and I've spent so much. I've spent so much. You guys should patronize me. Now I'm begging you people to patronize me. But when it comes to trading, I don't need anybody to patronize me because I'm so fucking good at it. Can you actually see the difference now? Right now, when it comes to fashion brand, I have to pay for this, pay for that. I have to pay what. But when it comes to trading, I've made so much and I'm still making so much that I don't even need anybody. So that's the difference. So please, you guys patronize my fashion brand. I bet if you wear kaftans, if you wear suits and all that, Dax should be your go-to platform. Yo, for it's luxury. If you are rich, come on. So that's it, my brother. So next question.
Okay.
Okay.
So sorry, Crypto Crest. You have another question. I have about 95 people, if not more,
Yeah,
that want to.
just one more question. I'm done. Just one more question.
Please just keep.
And yeah, the last question is this. The first question I asked the first question because I've been having series of questions about how do people raise liquidity and all of that to start up the forex market, the crypto market, like in the financial market, as you could say. And the last question is this: like, how do you advise someone that is just coming into trading for the first time, to start like a newbie and all of that, like how do you advise them? Like there are too many materials now out there, like several videos, even all these scammers coming around selling courses and all of that. And for these guys not to
All right,
fall
my bro. I
for
get
your
you. I
fraud.
get the point. I get the whole points. I'm sorry for cutting you short, but we don't have a like whole day, yeah. But I actually get your points, your actual points here. Now, the first things first, yeah. Coming out as a newbie, of course, I think I said it earlier. You cannot escape the bad guys. I mean, back in 2021, I fell for these guys as well. As a matter of fact, God saved me from Is it Jesus something M something? What are those guys? Dick, you should remember these guys, yeah?
Yeah.
This my guy. This guy actually fell for them. This prof guy fell for this M something. Remember this? What the? I can't
Is it
remember
the
the name.
MMM guys?
Is it MLM
It's
or
MMM.
MMM?
There's this guys. Oh,
No. MM is actually a
yeah.
funding.
There's this guy.
There is this academy.
IML. IML.
IML. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Tough. Thank you, Tough. Thank you. So I actually almost paid. You know, I think their own cost then was about $300 then as well. I think I almost paid, or I paid actually, but my money hanged. So I was supposed to pay. I was supposed to send a crypto worth $300. Yeah. So I sent the money without charges. So my money gone. The access to the IML gone. Then I started one popular forex trader too. Then on Instagram, the guy is still popular till now. The guy did something recently, but let's keep that. So I said the guy. I was about to pay for his physical class. Then, then someone introduced. But I don't know the person. Then someone introduced Rondo to me. I said, "Oh, let me just keep my money," and I made the best decision ever. I just thank God I didn't pay to the person because I probably will. But let's leave that aside. So, like on useless courses, useless, mentorship and all. So you cannot escape it as a trader. But if you know me as a trader, as a beginner, I mean, speaking for myself anyway, if you know me, your life is, I mean, I have my videos and out there anyway. If you know me or a couple of guys out here, come on, you wouldn't stress. Come on, you wouldn't stress. Trust me. Unless you're looking for something that is not actually out there, or something you're looking for lies. Unless you're looking for lies. Aside that, bro. So that's it, my bro. So on to the next question.
Okay. Now, just adding to what Dak said, right? Crypto Crest. I think your initial question is how to raise up, as a newbie, raising up funds for to pay for this mentorship. Now, Dak said something. You could learn skills. The internet is filled with lots of free knowledge nowadays. But
And
these two things
freelance.
are
And
things
freelance
exactly.
as well. You can
These
actually
two things
freelance.
these two things I think work effectively well, and you don't need to own a skill. One is I think the word is drop servicing. Now, drop servicing is another word for middleman. I think I've talked about this all the time. You could act as a middleman for lots of businesses in Nigeria, and wherever you are, it works everywhere. For example, let me just give this quick example before I move the mic over. Now, this is for those who are looking for funds and you don't have a skill, or maybe you're in a school, right? You're in university, you can afford the fees for mentorship, right? You could do what we call drop servicing. Drop servicing is another word for middleman. So what you do is, I have a friend, I've talked about her all the time. What she does is, you guys know all these mechanics, right? If you're not African, if you're not Nigerian, I'm sorry, I think it's called automotive mechanics. Guys, people who fix cars. So what she does is, she would meet car owners like Dax and Professor Never Miss, those that have cars and they love comfort. So what she does is, she partnered with mechanics, people that know how to fix car, and then she would be the one to bring the client to them. So at the end of the day, she doesn't do the job. She's not involved in anything. All she does is connect them together. I don't know if you understand, and she gets a certain percentage. Now, you could do something like this. Drop servicing is one of the smartest way to source out for funds. Now, I'm saying this because a lot of you guys are asking this question: how did DAX raise up money? How can I raise up money? This is one way. The second way, which I would stop, I'm not going into details because that's not the idea for our conversation. I'm really fast with this. The second way is what we call online arbitrage. Now, people call the name could go on and on. Let me just give you example. If you engage in online arbitrage. What you do is, for example, you go on websites. Again, if you're not Nigerian, I'm sorry, I'm using e-commerce websites like eBay, like Amazon, but I'm relating it back to Nigerians, which is Gigi, right? You could go on Gigi now, look for someone who wants to sell a car or sell a furniture under distress sale. Reach out to this person, tell them you would like to resell it for them. Now, you could resell this same product, but at a price higher than the initial price. For example, recently I was on Gigi sourcing out for something, and then I saw a particular car. The car was around I think 30 something million, 34 million naira. Then I saw the same picture on another ad for 31 million naira. Now, two different ads. One is selling for 34, one is selling for 31. Then I went into their profile. I saw the guy selling for 34 looks like a car dealer. The one with the 31 million naira just had one post up. The one post is that car. So it tells me that this is the actual owner. Now, there are people that would never find the actual owner, but would rather get to the dealer. And at the end of the day, you make 4 million naira for a car that isn't yours, a car that you don't own. All you did was reach out to the seller, resell on the same platform, and you could sponsor the ads. So this is just something off my head I think others can do. So I hope that helps you. Let me move it over to let's get decency. I think you've been on here, so let's get decency. You can ask your question. I don't know if you can hear me. Decency, you can go ahead and ask your question. Okay, let me move it forward. Let's
The
get
purple girl,
oh,
purple. Hey, purple girl, what's up now? Talk.
she's the okay, the purple girl. Purple girl, please
Purple,
talk.
what's going on? Come on, say something. Alright.
Okay, let's move on from purple girl. Tough, do you have a question? Because I know you don't have a question.
Why I no fit get question?
Question, man.
Good evening, Jerry. Dax, I greet you. I just wanted to chip in something on the 1 to 3 saga and maybe give people like few tips on how to go about the whole thing. I think Kamal later even sent a new post and sort of corrected himself, right? But when it comes to this whole idea of 1 to whatever RR, it is something that is very preferential, right? Yeah, fixed. I mean, using fixed numerical RR or structural reward, meaning that you do liquidity as a reward or one order block or one fair value gap or one moving average. Okay, so now the thing is that in my own experience, just like Dax does, that's the 1 to 3 thing. There is a psychological aspect to it. There are two actually advantages of fixed RR majorly. There is a psychological aspect to it, and there is a tracking aspect to it. Okay, and trading is something that we are required to do something consistently. We need a definitive system, both entry and exit, and your exit should be most of the times the same idea, the same way, the same thing, the same system. Okay, so basically having a very fixed reward gives you that definitive and consistent approach to exiting your trade. So you know that, okay, yeah, if it's 3 I'm done, if it's 4 I'm done. Okay, then the psychological aspect to it is the fact that it reduces the worries, right? The whole having to rack your brain and all of those greed. I would say it kills greed. Yeah, big time it kills greed. Because all of those temptations to want to at would I say target a particular zone, a particular region. Okay, a lot of those tricks that go on within our brain, things like, oh, maybe this other block would be more valid for exiting your trade, or this particular mitigation block, or this resistance zone would make more sense. Okay, having a fixed one actually takes all of that away. But the big question to round up so that others can speak is that how do you even do it? Because I understand the post of karma in another sense is that people just, oh, because everybody on the timeline is shouting 1 to 3, that's the most popular way to do it. Let me just automatically adopt that system and start doing 1 to 3 without, you don't even know why, the whoever is doing 1 to 3 is doing it. You heard Dak say that 90% of his trades reverse after 1 to 3. Okay, so you don't even know why, you don't know how they're doing it. You just assume that, oh, My mentor is doing 1 to 3. Let me do 1 to 3. Okay, if you don't do 1 to 3 without, if you do 1 to 3 without proper testing, you will find yourself in trouble. What would happen is that most of the times you either be on break even. Yeah, if your risk to reward is not well tested, you might not lose the account. Yeah, you might not blow the account. I had a space last week where I said that we are beyond the era of blowing accounts. People don't blow accounts again because it's like blowing accounts is people shame me for blowing accounts. The trend now is that people stay in one spot. You are not moving forward, you are not moving backward, you are just on one spot, break-even phase. So if you are not using the right risk reward, you realize that you are not going forward, you are not going backward, you just stay one spot. Okay, so
Eh,
this is the way to
eh,
go
eh,
about it.
eh, wait first. Sorry, my brother. Somebody is using ugly mic, but my PFP. Come on, bro.
I
Ugly and
purposely
my
brought
PFP
it
doesn't
up.
go together. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. Ugly and
Purposely
that
brought
doesn't go
the guy
together.
up.
I beg, bro. I beg. No, reduce my teeth. I beg.
Hey guys. Yeah, so the way to do it quickly is that so you need to back test a particular risk reward different times. Now, this is what you do. So let's assume you have a system, go back to 2 years. So let's say we're in 2024. The barest minimum, you can go as far as 2022, right? Now, it is stressful to do. It is going to take your time. It's going to take your work and your sweat, but you have to do it. So you just assume, and then people are doing fixed risk reward. So you go to 2022, for example, 2 years later, any backtesting software of your choice, and you backtest for 1 to 2, backtest for 1 to 3, backtest for 1 to 4, backtest for 1 to 5. Now, all of these backtestings would be with the same rules, the same rule, the same entry, the same whatever you use to your conferences, the same thing. Okay, you do the same, you run it for those 2 years in like 4 places. So you could do 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, and 1 to 5, or 1 to 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and collect the results. You could use an Excel sheet. You could use Google Sheet. For me, I use Google Sheet. You could use Google Sheet. You could use an Excel sheet. Collect the results. Then try to see which of these risk rewards gives you the highest ROI, either highest monthly ROI or yearly ROI, and whichever gives you the highest ROI is the answer. Okay, so if it's 1 to 4 that gives you the highest ROI, 1 to 4 is your fixed risk reward. Now, if it's 1 to 2, start with 1 to 2. I think Paladin does 1 to 2. I think that was the time I said it. That was the time I used to do 1 to 2.85. I know that's a weird risk reward because normally people will say that, oh, why not round it up now? I mean, Chibi maths back then, the taught or any small thing, just round it up. But I looked at the system and I realized that out of the past 50 trades, 1 to 2.85 was the optimum, was what gave the best ROI, and I stuck to it. So trading is as simple as it can get, but people don't want to do the work. So it's very simple. I repeat, backtest the same rules, the same everything entry, your confluences the same thing, your model the same thing. However, all you're going to be doing is that you'll be tweaking and changing the reward. So you will do the same thing. That's where the stress is. The fact that you have to repeat the same backtesting process for the same 2 years, and changing the risk reward, it is very, very stressful, but it is worth it. So what is going to be your result is that it's going to give you the most optimum. Okay, the point whereby most of the times your trade will reverse at that particular risk reward. And once you do that, you can start inculcating it. So don't just copy and paste, your mentor's risk reward. No, you need to be sure that the risk reward is compatible with your system. And I've given you the trick. So thank you very much, Dax, and I am Dick.
Thank you, Professor Toff. Thank you. So, in essence, backtest 1 to 1, 1 to 4, 1 to 3, 1 to 5. Test all of them and the best one. That's what Toff was
One
saying.
to 100 too. Backtest
Exactly.
one to
Do all of them
100.
together. Pick the best one.
When I
Okay.
want kill you, be happy.
Let's see. Are you ready to talk now? Because I will be dropping people from the speakers tab. We have around 70 something people requesting the mic. So let me push the conversation to Fidels. Fidels, please confirm you can hear me.
I'm here. Good
Thank you.
evening. Big guys, good evening.
Morgasa.
My
Good
own
evening,
is
sir.
just my own is just appreciation. Last year I came into this space trying to learn forex. I've been messaging Dax. Unfortunately, my feed don't normally reach his Telegram listing. So for someone that came into forex space as a result of scam, because actually I was scammed by someone who claimed to be a trader, a friend of mine, sha. So I gave this guy all I had. I think I gave the guy 10,000, okay, $15,000. Yeah, $15,000. So this guy, I gave the guy the money August 27th, 2021. On September 1st, this guy sent me a screenshot of Red account. So actually, I don't understand what Forex is. That was why I actually came into Forex to find out by myself. And ever since then, it has been amazing. But unfortunately, I don't have that much resources to put in again because my losing streak started from Rackstelly, Pezona, all those useless Ponzi, and So then lately, that's released. Sorry, I paid one guy again. I paid the guy $300. What this guy did, he sent me a ICT YouTube channel for me to go and watch. So I just want to appreciate Dax for all his. I just want to appreciate Dax for all he has been doing because actually I'm this kind of person that if I want to learn, I learn from one person because learning from different persons is a kind of distraction as a beginner. So over since then, since last year, I've been learning from that, from his previous chat. Now, from the video he released recently, I can tell you for real, maybe you people will celebrate me soon because I've been seeing the results. So this is my first time winning like 4 trades in a row,
Somebody shout
then lose it back.
hallelujah. Okay,
So
so
it's not about
so
the
you know what? Yeah, you know what?
each
Yeah.
time
So my
each,
guy, sorry,
each
I'm so
time each
sorry
time I'm losing.
for cutting you short. Yeah, because we like have a lot, like a long list. But I understand you, we get you, and you know what? You giving out this testimony. You know, last was it last week or 2 weeks ago while I was at the redemption camp. Yeah, a couple of people actually walked up to me, and then there was a particular guy who actually walked up to me as well and said, and I quote, I think I recorded him. Right, he said this. Let me just send a video. Yeah, he said, because of your simplified system, I am funded. Do you guys understand? Let me don't worry, let me send
Glory
the
to
video.
God.
Like he said, because of your simplified system, and this guy is a pastor. Just again, I think he's actually lying. Yeah, he said, because of your simplified system, I am funded. I'll not be that happy. I know I've gotten a lot of testimonies, withdrawal proofs, and all that, but when it happens in real life, it's like quite different because of your simplified system. This guy didn't pay for my mentorship. It's not even in my group. Do you get the point? But anyway, I'm trying to look for the video here. I think my guy, all of my guys were even there. Like usually we were all there that day. And he said, because of his simplified system. So my guy, I actually understand you. I understand you. I've gotten a lot of messages like that. Well, we do this, for the love of people and all that. But this is all right because we've moved on to all these things. It helped us last year, helped us this year. It's helped a lot of people. That's helped a lot of people. But then we understand you. But my brother, yeah. I wish you success, and I believe you're definitely gonna get withdrawal pretty soon. I want to see your results. Actually, I really want to see your results. I hope you actually listen to everything I've said so far on my YouTube channel. And you guys, you're probably looking out to more YouTube content for me. Definitely, you're gonna get it. And also, I also want to put this out there. My YouTube is not even monetized, so everything you guys have out there on YouTube is all free. It's totally free. It's all from my mind. Do
All
you
right, thank you.
understand? Yeah. So, my bro, you're
Uh,
welcome, my brother. God bless you so much.
Fidels, for the sake of time, we really can take. We just want to take questions, guys. If you have specific questions you want to ask, please request a mic. I know a lot of you guys have a lot to say. You want to thank Dax. I think the best time to do it was at the redemption camp. And if you missed that chance, you could make a video and upload it. Hashtag Thanksgiving. So we're just taking questions, please, just questions, guys. So if you have specific questions you want to ask, and again, just one more thing: the criteria of asking questions. Okay, who is clapping? Guys, I'm sending some people out of the speakers tab. So the criteria to asking questions here, bro. I have over 80 something people and it's almost 10. So the thing here is the
Dax.
criteria is please make sure you're following Professor Never Miss. I mean, follow my two co-hosts and follow me as well. That's the criteria for you to speak on the space. So let me push it over to Lino Cruz, please, a question. If you don't have a question, for the sake of time, please, I'm really begging you guys. We have lots of people that would like to ask questions on this space. So just keep it short. Lino Cruz, please confirm you can hear me. Okay.
Okay, good
All right.
evening.
Good evening. Go ahead.
And good evening, Mr. Dax.
Give him my boss.
My question goes this way. Ah, see your boy. I beg you. My question goes this way, I beg. How can someone get to um have this confidence in his setup and then whole trade till it get to, to the full TP?
Okay, it's pretty simple. The first things first is you need to understand or have probably mastered whatever it is or however it is you're probably trading or your system. You need to have mastered it. It's very, very essential. It's very important to actually master your trading system first, right? Before, because mastering comes before confidence. Yeah. You can't gain confidence or have confidence to actually do something when you've not mastered it. Do you understand? It's more like, let me use being a barber for an instance. Yeah, very short one. Yeah, assume you're actually a barber now, and then you haven't mastered the art yet of being a professional barber or a good barber. But then you're given the opportunity to actually barb a president. What do you think is going to happen when you've not mastered it yet? Now, compared to when you've actually mastered it, you actually understand. You know that for sure you're going to barb this guy very, very well, and he's going to call you back. The confidence is there. You understand? So it's more about mastering it first. That actually comes first. And when you say mastering something, you're able to, you've seen consistent results, and then you can do it like all from anywhere. Do you understand? You spend so much time back testing, like Tough said, spend so much time back testing and studying, and you've seen so much more results off paper and on paper and all that. Then confidence actually comes in, and then the furthest way to actually gain confidence in something is actually back testing. Now, back testing and also trading live as well. It's quite like it's all together. So once you're able to gain confidence, it's easy to gain confidence. For me, yeah, trading TA, I've reached 50,000, 10,000 on a single trade before, and I can actually do it over and over. Do you understand? Because I've seen this particular thing happen like over and over. This particular, I won't call it a pattern, right? But I've seen this particular setup play out because of past data. Do you understand? So the confidence is actually there, and I've also shared it live. I've seen the results, so the confidence is just there to actually just go hard on it. That's simply it, my brother. Mastering something. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, bro.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay, I would love to ask this in terms of your massive growth. You know, people really believe in spirituality than physical. So I would love to know if you gave it in any spiritual things like that
I feel like that question.
attached.
I like that question. I like that question. I like the question. Anyway,
Because
mm,
the way forex is hard and it's not hard actually. And sometimes I've been seeing all these crazy figures you made and jokes and I saw GD Forex
yeah, my bro. Let's keep it
big
very, very
time.
short. So you asking if it's if it's spiritual, spiritual, and then massive growth and all that. The growth basically. Well, first things first. It depends on your mindset. For me, actually, has to do with my mindset first, right? And then being spiritual, that has to do with me. It's my belief. Do you understand? And it is something I actually prayed for. I prayed to get to see the right things early. Do you understand? It's something I prayed for. So I wanted to, like, I really prayed hard. and I listened to Joshua Selma. I listened to a lot of his sermons where we talked about fast growth, about something I actually used to say last year about doing or actually getting something supposed to get in 10 years in 1 year, which happened like in my own case. It happened in 1 year. I literally moved from being in one bedroom to owning multiple this thing there. So for me, growth basically, well, it's spiritual. At the same time, I put in a lot of effort. Like I put in crazy efforts day and night. You can see me now, 9:24. There are times where 3 a.m. I'm still awake. What am I doing? I don't go to the club. I don't smoke. I don't do a lot of things. These things that all other traders do, especially Jamal. I don't do everything that is Kama Jamal does. Yeah, I don't do all of these things. But you can see I put a lot of efforts into this trading thing. I should get trying to get better as a trader. I go to church. I pray to God. Jamal doesn't. So it's really crazy, my brother. So it's all about you. Yeah. So it's actually be spiritual as what you actually believe in, right? And your mindset as well, right? But then I just give glory, all glory to God. But at the same time, if you don't put in the work, it's if you like pray from now till next year, it's just gonna be like a fruitless effort. So put in the work first, then prayer is just gonna back it up. That's it, bro. So on to the next person.
Okay,
So
thank you.
someone
Thank you very
said
much. Thank you very much.
Ellen Eze. So Ellen Eze drop the thumbs down, whatever. Man, that's your opinion, man. I don't give two f's about that. But moving on. So next
Uh,
person.
so let's bring on Omega. Please go ahead and ask your question. Wait, I don't understand. All the female traders, you guys are just requesting the mic. Okay,
Okay.
let's move it further. Ugly Mike, Ugly Mike Dax, please go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, hello, good
That go
evening.
break your head. What do you mean?
Good evening, Ugly Mike Dax. We're hearing you. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, guys. I'm really glad to be here. Like, I'm very happy. Yeah. I'm Mr. Daz. I'm Mr. Dax. So I'm really sorry for reducing your steez. That's not what I mean. I just did that to get maybe your attention, and maybe I can be the lucky winner. So I just want to appreciate you honestly. I don't have any question, but I just want to appreciate. I know I've seen Prof Never Miss, which is Baz. I've seen him before. We've met at the gym sometimes last year, but I don't know. Maybe I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but I'm just happy to be here, honestly. Yeah.
Say your
But
mind, bro. Say your mind. You don't know what. You don't know what. Go ahead. Say it.
yeah, yeah. Thank you. I don't know. Maybe I can be the lucky winner of that 1 million, free 1 million naira,
They play
or
my fans.
maybe
They play.
or maybe you can just help the
Moving
trader
on,
like
moving on, moving on,
Let's
moving
move.
on. Just give me my money. Another person, I beg. So now
uh,
the plan be that.
That's the
Another
plan.
person, move
no,
on.
that's not the plan, bro. That's not the plan, bro.
All right, man. Ugly man, Mike. May the fourth be with you. Okay, so let's move the conversation to who is next? Who is next? Random. UC. Now, Iman. Iman, please go ahead and ask your question. Then I think UC would go next.
Right. Yeah, hello, Dave. Shout out to thank you for this session. Now, shout out to Dax. I mean, I've been a long time follower. Thank you so much for all you do. So my question is, I actually have two quick questions. So the first one is, I have that, there's always this saying that you actually there's always this saying that you actually need a job, or they say you can't be profitable if you don't have a job doing. Like I want to know if that statement is actually true, or people are just saying it. So I mean, people are just over exaggerating it, or if it actually is a true statement. And also, I wanted to say, I've been training for about almost 2 years now, and I've actually passed before passing an account though. I've blew over 20 professionals account, but then I got a mentor, and
I studied, and eventually I was able to pass accounts. And I've passed about, I think, 3 4 different accounts, and I actually got funded.
Hallelujah.
But the thing is,
Hallelujah.
I
Hallelujah.
get to the funded stage, and I don't even get. I got payouts, once about $200, but then I've been able to pass about 3 different accounts, got funded, but then I wasn't able to get to payout stage, and it just saddens me because over the years I've learned. I was able to make money, in Web3 by working as a moderator and everything, about 2 million naira, which I poured. I literally got all these problems that I blew over 20. I got them with my hard-earned money, and just throwing all that money
My
into
bro,
this and
my bro,
everything.
I
Yeah,
get
yeah,
you.
yeah.
I actually get your point. Now, the point is that I think I said this earlier about being profitable and being consistently profitable. When it comes to trading the
Okay.
forex markets, a lot of people just want to be profitable when I talk about being profitable for a month. 2 months, 3 months, and that's just it. But for me, I want to be profitable like consistently. I mean, 4 5 months, 1 year, I'm still in the market. 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, I'm still there. Right. So for you, I think I don't know what you learned. I don't know what you learned. I don't know what you learn how to do, whatever. But I feel as though you're not consistently profitable, which you know you by yourself. And I think you need to fix
Yep.
that. Right. So back to the first question, which is do you actually need a job to be profitable with trading? Well, sorry to break it to you. After losing everything back in 2021, everything I ever worked for 2021, I have never worked for anyone since then.
Mm,
And I started trading again with $0. So you don't necessarily
wow.
have to start or work to actually become a profitable trader. But one thing is getting access to the right information. Right.
Mm,
Money actually comes after. It is very, very easy to make money once you have once you actually know what you're doing. Right. But however, you need to understand that the moment you start trading because you need money, you're definitely not going to make money, and you might actually
mm,
get stuck in that loop. Right. What I mean is this, right? You're trading now because you want to come into the market the next day because you want to pay your house rent, because you need to buy food stuff, because you need to do this and do that. Trust me, the markets will not give you money because your mind is actually against you at that moment. That means you want to jump in on
mm,
every trade opportunity, right? And that means you're going to lose money instead. Instead of you to make money, you're going to lose money instead. So you're going to like make crazy trading decisions, right? But the moment you're actually like you're really relaxed, you're not depending on the money you want to earn from trading, right? To actually live before you do, these basic things here. That's the moment you start to make the most out of trading. Trust me, a lot of traders out there
mm,
who are doing the most with trading right now, it's because I'm talking about the lucky ones, but the ones who are actually consistent with it is because they are actually very relaxed. If they don't make money today, they are okay. Their rent is perfect. Their data is there, whatever. Because I've been there as well, so I'm actually telling you from my own experience. The moment is actually because you need to pay for this, you need to pay for that, you need to do that. You're not gonna make money off trading because that moment you're gonna make crazy trading decisions, and it's going to really really affect you. So all you have to do basically is at least you don't necessarily have to work or something, but just make sure that your mind or at least your basic needs are actually catered for. Talking about
mm,
data,
mm,
feeding and cool. Because as last year, my brother, I'm talking about January, yeah. I was in a bedroom, just one bedroom apartment, yeah. And all I cared about, not because I wasn't ambitious, I was fucking like Jesus Christ. Sorry about that. I was so ambitious that
mm,
I actually envisioned myself to to being a great trader. But then I understood the fact that you have to like just chill. I understand the fact that okay, I'm paying this rent at the moment now. I have to do basically to just live fine and just focus on this trading thing was to live comfortably. I mean, have enough to feed, have enough to pay my rent, and I think I was spending less than $8,000 back in January, less than $8,000. So I was, you understand? I wasn't trading because I needed money. Compared to a lot of people who actually want to pay for school fees, pay their rent and all that. For me, it wasn't like that, which actually sped up my growth. I'm sure if you actually understand, but that's just it. Just reduce your whole expectation from trading. I want to make this, I want to make this. If you just trying to get better first, then money actually comes next. So it's that simple. My bro, it's 9:34 already. And trust me, I hate to talk to man, I hate talking. And I'm tired already, like so tired, to be very honest. I've been here since 7 a.m., 7 p.m. rather. I don't know if we can actually get or answer everyone else, but I hope I were able to host another session pretty soon. And I
Yeah.
hope to see you guys
So,
again later. But God bless you all.
okay,
Dick,
so
do we have anything else to say, bro?
I think for me, I'm exhausted as well. I don't know if you wanted to take just two, then we end the space. I'm tired as well. Should we just end it now and move the conversation later, or take just two?
The problem is when you actually talk too much, you lose value. I
That's
think
the
I've,
thing.
I've
Please
said
just keep
I've,
the
I've said this
conversation.
earlier. So then we don't really have to. So we have to save some. We have to save some. So for the next call. So when I say we want to do the next call, people can actually turn up again. You get the point. So if we say
Yeah.
everything right now, nobody will turn up on the next call because if we talk till now, they'll actually still do the same thing. So my own
Over.
is block and unfollow the scammer Jamal. Block and unfollow the scammer Jamal.
Let's see.
For your own sake, yeah, he's a broker's bro, a broker's boy.
You
He ain't
guys,
got
please
nothing. Trust me, he ain't got nothing. If you've
save
actually
your
been
mental
to America,
health.
if you've been, I think Dick, you've actually been to America, yeah.
I haven't, but I've been to other parts. I haven't been to
All
the
right,
US.
cool. All right, you haven't been to the US, but you actually
No,
know how the US work.
I have idea on how the system works.
Cool. Thank you. You actually like read anything there, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So don't worry. Let's leave that because I think I went through his page yesterday and I was seeing the old bullshit that the guy was putting. I'm like, yo, this guy is so childish, bro, so broke.
Literally,
But
he
let's
would
leave that aside.
convince people. He will convince people that are not exposed. That's the
Yeah,
idea.
that's the point.
Then try
That's
to
the point, and it's
sell
really
something
crazy.
like dream. You know how you chastise everyone else. Everybody is a scammer except you. And at the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, bring your own proof, man. You literally can't. So, says a
Guy,
lot about the person.
wait, my bro. And Victoria is requesting the mic. So
There's this
let's
forex Barbie. Come on, she
Mo,
looks
leave. Hey, Forex Baby, we'll come back to
leave
you. But
forex
then,
Barbie first.
check Vicky. I think I know her. I know. No, I don't think I know her. I know her very well. So let me add her as a speaker. Yeah, I am interested. My bro, I know her. Like, really know
Okay,
her. To be very honest, she knows me too.
Victoria, please go ahead.
So what's good, Victoria?
Guys, you can all see now. Man, they do man. All the men here. He said no. Only Victoria. Oh, yeah, Victoria, over to you.
Ah,
We can't hear you, Victoria.
ah. Wait, let me go through Forex Baby page first.
If it's a catfish account, Abby,
She can trade though. Away, away.
it's a guy. Wait, let me
Yeah,
go.
way.
Chill,
Wait, let me mute
chill.
myself.
Wait, oh, wait. Let me lock myself in too. Uh-uh. Okay, let me mute my mic. Dax, are we ending this space or should we allow others to ask questions? Victoria, Victoria, request the mic again.
My bro.
Bro, no sound, no talk, no talk. Okay, if you have guys, we can't take questions. I'm like, exhausted as well. I need to eat dinner. Really exhausted. If you have questions you want to ask, send them to that DM. Please don't come to my DM, please. Okay, so we've come to the end. We've had an amazing conversation here today. God knows when we'll be back here again. So you've heard the whole thing, the issue with Jamal or whatever his name is. The context is very clear. You need to understand that if you call other people out, be ready to bring your own results. And at this point, He can call, I feel like the guy just keeps calling every other people, every other trader, right? Every mentor from Dax to Dapor to Habi to bro, bro. It's literally too much. But I have to go now. Dax, anything you want to say? Prof, you chose not to say anything on this space. Dax,
Mm.
any more words? Me, I'm tired, man. Why is Dax mic off?
Yo,
Don't
yeah,
tell me.
so the point is, wherever you are, don't try to challenge me. As long as it is actually like trading related. If it comes to clubbing, talking to girls and all that, yeah, you're definitely gonna win, yeah. But when it comes to trading, do not, please. I mean, for your own sake. And we probably just trade live, to just test the whole stuff. I mean, that's if I'm actually free, yeah. And until the next time, I'll see you guys. I hope you guys actually gain value, by the way, because I said a lot of things before this whole Jamal whatever, scammer Jamal whatever. But I said a lot of stuff. So if you're able to grab one or two, congratulations to you guys. But until then, again, I have to study right now. But Jamal is probably on his space talking, and then one girl is probably with him. But me, I'm here in my trading room, trying to study, show some people some things and all that. So you get the point. So I'll see you guys again, whenever again. Peace out. God bless you all. And Mr.
Down,
Todd,
guys. Stay safe.
Jamal got to collect from my hand there. Jesus. From now till until he pays me my 20 million,
Guy,
he go
guy,
collect.
it's audio
Jesus.
money. Clear audio.